What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the late night show. I'm your boy Rod. Thanks for hanging out once again. Hope everyone had a good week. It is Saturday, and you're hanging out right now on the late night show. Hope you guys are doing well. I just finished work about an hour or so ago, and I wanted to jump on and hang out with you guys. I had nothing else better to do, so here I am. All right, so let's see here. I'm going to drop the link in a few minutes. Let me get organized here. Let me say hello to the people that are hanging out right now. What's up, Kev? How you doing? Entropian Comics. We got my man, Simple Simon, from all the way across the pond. What is up, my man? And we got my homie in the house. We got Fish Cat Collectibles. What's up, Chad? Hope you guys are doing well, man. Let me copy the link. Give me 1 second. What's up, man? Let's talk about it all, man. I seen the trailer, Fantastic Four. We could talk about that. Talk about the movies you've seen. Anything, guys. Anything. Let's talk about it. Let's have some fun. Let's see how long this show lasts tonight. All right. What's up, Agoo? Agoo, jump on the show, Agoo. Bring out the Hot Wheels, bring out everything, man. Bring out your drinks. If you have any, I can't drink anymore. I got my little Red Boost. I can go a little while. That's good. Oh, wait a minute. Where's he at? My man.
What's going on, Rod? You're killing me.
What's up, bro? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I saw the thumbnail before and I got excited. I haven't hung out with anyone for a while. So
well, I'm glad you're here, man. I'm glad you're here.
Hey, I gotta actually say something. You know your Hot Wheels group chat?
Oh, I gotta add you in it.
No. You've added me, but I can't type anything. Like I can only view it. It doesn't, like, you've got some setting which is blocking me from.
All right, then I don't know. I'll fix it. Let me see if I can.
I haven't said anything, and one day I was out and I was in front of all these Hot Wheels. I was like, you know what? Today's the day I'm going to contribute to Rod's little garage chat, and then it wouldn't let me. It was like there's no option for me to send anything.
I'll fix it, Simon.
What's going on, Chad?
What up, Chad? Oh, let me see your hat, Chad. Let me see the hat. I like it. Nice.
I just bought a new one the other day too, and they started fucking losing ever since I bought it. I might want to take it back to the store.
Yeah, don't do that, man.
Yeah.
What's his Air Spider? He's got some serious hats, man. He's always sending me links to where I could buy them, but they're so damn expensive, man.
Dude, I got a big ass head. I have a hard time finding hats that fit me right.
Yeah, I don't buy fitters. I gotta get the snapbacks.
Yeah.
It's just.
I have to have a hat that's deep though, like, because my head's tall. It's like tall too, so like I hate when a hat feels like it's halfway on my head. Like I like my whole head to be. I don't know.
Yeah, I got a small head, so oh man, this is sounding real bad. We're talking about.
Yeah, I try hats on all the time. I'm like, fuck, it doesn't fit right. I won't buy them. Yeah.
Yeah, my wife, she buys me the hats, but she tries to buy stuff without me there, and I'm like, don't do it. I said, I'm very picky with my stuff. I have to be there if you're gonna buy me something.
I was just watching your short, Simon. Was that a short you just did with that Marvel figure?
That was on Instagram, right?
I don't know. I just watched it. I don't know.
Wait, I didn't post it on YouTube, did I? I'm pretty sure I scheduled
maybe I watched it on Instagram. I was fucking around.
I posted it on Instagram, and then I scheduled it on YouTube for tomorrow or something.
Okay. Yeah, probably was that on Instagram.
But I picked up some books. Let me see what I got. What did I pick up this week?
We gonna start getting into figs now, Simon? Are you going down that rabbit hole?
I've been going down that rabbit hole for the last almost 2 years now, mate.
I know, but
on his TikTok, he's always got the stuff on TikTok, man.
See, I don't have TikToks. That's probably why I don't see some of it.
I don't do a lot of. I was doing unboxing videos, like long form ones, but then I just I'm just shit at them. So I leave my figure unboxings for shorts now. And but
Yeah.
when I go to all the events that I go to, I probably buy more figures than I do comics.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't bought many comics in a while. I did won some shit though. It just came in today. I'll show you guys then.
Sweet. But what did I pick up? I picked up Nightwing. I picked up the Wolverine 400 and Ultimate Wolverine.
Nice.
And I had a few bucks, so I picked up the special.
It's Superman Day, apparently.
Yeah, something like that. What's up,
I was
Benny?
scouring the internet for Superman deals on anything Superman. I couldn't find anything. I was looking up Superman statues. No one had any deals. I'm like, what the hell kind of Superman day is this? We're going to give you a deal on Superman stuff.
Yeah, one of the shops here had, I think it was like 20% off anything Superman. So anything Superman, Supergirl, crypto, anything, they had 20% off today.
Yeah, that's kind of nice.
But I got something, Chad. You was talking about Harley Quinn last time. I didn't send you the pictures, but I said, let me jump on here and I'll show you. So,
what's up, Benny?
I got this one. If you want it, if you don't have it, let me know. It's still wrapped up in the plastic, like I said.
That's the old Rebirth.
What is that? Is that the whole? I don't think I have that one.
Hardcover Volume 1.
This is a Volume 1.
DC Rebirth.
Is it all Rebirth stuff? Does it say?
It's just the first. This is like the first 5 or 6.
This is Rebirth, and this is a New 52.
I have that one.
You have this one?
I have that one. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. If you don't have this, I'll send it to you. It's just, it was given to me. So.
Yeah. I like a lot of New 52. I know people shit on the New 52. Did you guys like New 52 or not?
It was before my time, mate.
Yeah, I picked up a few Batmans, but that was a little too late.
Court of Owls is one of the best, mate.
I don't know. A lot of people said New 52. They felt like New 52 really set DC back, but I kind of like the art and shit in New 52. I don't know.
I got back into it when the Rebirth started, so I was collecting the Flash, Batman, and all that stuff.
Jim Lee did a lot of shit too on that New 52. He did a lot of stuff in the New 52. I think he was running the show there at DC then, wasn't he? Maybe.
No, that would have been DiDio, I think, still back then.
Was it?
Yeah, because DiDio was running it up until, like, even when I first got into it, he was still running, and then he left.
I guess he was just probably the man there then at the time. Jim Lee, he was like probably the main dude, one of them.
He is the main man. I think he is right now. Overall,
no, he definitely is.
Yep. At least I could say I met him. Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I've said the story. Actually, it was the Saturday before the Eagles lost to the Super Bowl. And no, was that year? Yeah, it was that year. And he was in Orlando. My brother-in-law called me. He said, "Yo, Jim Lee's going to be in Orlando." And I work right there. He works for Apple. And I was like, all right, so how much are the tickets? I think he said like $25. And you could take 2 comics to get signed.
Yeah.
So we went, got them, and I had the X-Men Annual 14, the first appearance of Gambit, even though they say it's a cameo, and it was another one. I had his first cover appearance in X-Men. That was for a friend of mine to get signed, and I had the Harley Quinn 25th anniversary. So he signed all of them. But then on the X-Men, on the X-Men Annual 14, he put the other book that he signed right on top of it. So he smeared it.
Oh.
So I have it smeared, and then in the other comic you can see the gold on it too.
See, that's
and he knew he did it too.
That is.
So as soon as he placed it, he looked at me like this. And my wife was like, "Can we take a picture?" And he just looked at her and smiled right away. I was like,
he looked at you and was like, "I'm Jim Lee. What the fuck are you gonna do?"
Yeah, I just fucked your book. Yeah.
Because when I gave him the annual, he paused and then he thought about it, and Gambit was in there, so that's why he signed it.
Yeah.
So yeah, but little short dude, man. I'm taller than him. I'm 5'6". I think he was shorter than me.
My mate just went to C2E2. When was it? Last week or something like that. And I gave him a book to sign. So I was gonna give him because I wanted to get Joelle Jones' signature, and she did like the first Catwoman that I bought. That was like the first issue that I ever bought. So I couldn't find the issue the night I gave him the book. So I gave him like a foil edition of the same cover. But I'm terrified because when they sign those foil covers, those are the ones that can smudge and shit. So
yeah,
I'm a little bit scared about giving him that book. And I think I got him to add same day grading from CGC as well.
Yeah, that's a lot of people fucking around with that book then, huh?
Well, mate, I got this actually I can show you guys. I haven't actually shown it on my channel yet, but I'll show you guys. I got this sketch cover done, right? So I got a commission done on one of the events we went to the other week, and he did like an A4 piece for me. But on the same day, I was like, hey, can I drop off a sketch cover? And you do the sketch cover. So he was like, yeah, cool. And towards the end of the day, he was like, oh, sorry, Simon, I haven't started yet. I was like, that's cool. I don't want you to rush. So he was doing an in-store signing the next day at a comic shop, and I know the owner. So I was like, why don't you leave the book with Chris, and I'll pick it up from Chris like in a week. So that the comic shop guy got the sketch cover for me. And then all over social media, it was just getting passed around like a dirty hooker, mate. By the time I got it and I was showing people, they're like, oh, is that your book? I saw that in
I already saw it, yeah.
I saw that in the back of this shop and all this stuff. But anyway.
Ooh, oh, shit.
Damn. That's good.
That is nice.
Yeah. So he's coming back. So Lipway, he's a published artist. He's done a lot of covers. And this was cheap, man. This was only $150, which is cheap for a published artist, I reckon. Like, you have people who've never done shit, and they ask you for $300 for something like this. So, yeah, I was pretty stoked with that. So he's coming back to Sydney in a couple of months. So I'm going to give this cover back to the guy who held onto it for me. And the back is blank as well. So I might get him to do Ken on the other side.
That'd be cool. Nice. No, listen, like, that's why I don't ever do really sketches, because sometimes what they want to do for the money, you're like, get the fuck out of here. Like for $150 though, that's like a whole cover almost. That's nice. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's
what you got to be smart too. So I knew it wasn't going to be like a full-blown color background or anything like that. I knew it was just going to be character with limited color. So I knew, because he was like, oh, I'm pretty good at doing the girls. I was like, I would love to have a cami cover, but I feel like Ryu's color scheme is very basic. So he only needs white and red. So I knew it was going to turn out good. It's like, I got a commission done from this Brazilian artist a few years ago. I got one full color piece. I got like a Harley Quinn all tied up one. And then I also paid, I wanted to get two because I was like, I'm not going to be able to do this too often. So I got him to do a black and white, just ink only. So for the ink only, I was like, do me a Death, because Death is just a black and white character. So she'll look good in just a black and white ink. So I think if you're going to get something that's limited, as long as you know what type of, work they're going to give you, just pick a character that's going to look good in that style, I guess.
Nice. I got something. Hold on. I got something here. Where is it? I have something here. Where is it? Remember the Judge 36 when he was on Lane with Frame?
Nice.
He
shit.
He drew that. And
that looks good.
Yeah, when COVID happened, he came on the show and we were just trying to sell some stuff, and people bought some of his artwork, and then I bought this one off him.
Nice.
Has anyone ever have any of you guys seen him? I haven't seen him in a long time.
I haven't seen him since Label Frame.
Nah, he's just busy with his doing his tattoo stuff.
Doing his tattoos, yeah.
And he's in Philly too, bro. So we're all like connected somehow, man.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'll show you guys what I won. Have you guys ever watched the channel called Signature Slayers?
Yeah.
I know them.
I probably shouldn't be telling you guys this because I go to watch this show. There's not many people there. I fucking win the giveaways every week. That's what I won 2 weeks in a row. So I probably shouldn't be telling anybody because I always win because no one's there. But
yeah, but does it do worldwide shipping?
Yeah.
Does he do
send it to
worldwide shipping?
Bubs if that's what you want to do.
That's true.
I don't know.
True. The first year I got Bubs to send me do the box thing for me from eBay. I won 2 giveaways from DJ Links. One of them had like 15 books, and the other one was like a slab. So by the time I was like, "Hey, Bub, can you let me know how much postage is for the box?" It was fucking $250.
So, that Sig Slayer, they usually promote a certain artist for the night. Okay. Then they usually give stuff away. So, I got lucky. I'll show you the better book last. So this was a book that I won. Hold on, let me see here. This is signed by Dustin Wynn.
Nice.
Nice.
So that's what they give away. They give away autographed books. So then the week before, they had they were talking about Jim Lee books, okay? And I won. This is the new Batman Hush cover signed by Jim Lee.
Oh, sick.
Holy shit, nice.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That is his signature for sure. Yep.
Yeah, that's a pretty shitty signature, isn't it?
Mine look a lot better.
Yeah. But no, I mean, for just free giveaways, like
yeah.
I'm happy with that because I didn't have any Jim Lee signatures. So yeah, I was cool with that.
I won my Jim Lee signature from Daymares ages ago. And again, everyone was like, "Oh, Simon's in Australia. Don't send it to him." But he sent it.
Yeah, I did a giveaway when I first started, and somebody from the UK won. I forget what was his name. He won a New Mutants 98. The first appearance of Deadpool.
Whoa.
What was his name? And he just went away. He was on my second show on Coast to Coast Comics. Oh. But shit, man, I forget his name.
Hey Rod, you won a signed book once, I remember, from a giveaway.
You gave me one.
Sorry, that wasn't a giveaway. Sorry, that was an A-OK. Oh,
yeah.
I sent Rod a signed book many years ago, back when I was skinny.
I have it here. Where is it? Yeah,
you used to have it like right next to you because every time I came when
I've been moving stuff around because of the Hot Wheels. And I just
you know what's weird, Simon? It's fucking funny that you say that. I don't know if it's because I'm subbed to you, but sometimes I'll get like a random old video of yours that'll come up in my news feed, and I do see Skinny Simon sometimes. I was like, holy God! I was like, holy shit, he was fucking thin as he was skinny as shit there.
Yeah, I moved it because I was fixing things around, man. It's always been there, you know it, Simon.
I remember every time I used to come on, you used to just grab it like in 2 seconds. You had it in your hands.
Yeah, but my dog runs to the corner of the window, and that little stand is very shaky. So I would come in the room, and some of the comics already knocked down. So I'm like, I gotta start moving stuff around. If it hits the corner, it's just gonna mess up my books. Those are some nice books I got up there too, and most of them they're all. That's an A-OK. That's an A-OK.
We were talking. I know you were saying about you got 2 books from Jim Lee.
Yeah.
Sign Rod. They were talking about him, what he charges now. He makes you take like a minimum of 3 books, and he charges $60 a book.
That's ridiculous, man.
Oh my God.
So yeah, that's what they said. He's $60, but he makes you buy 3 of them. So
you know what? You know what they should do? So we at the event the other week, Wilk Potasio was there. So what he did was he's like, if you want your key books signed, so he did First Bishop and there's some other key that he did the cover for. He's like, oh, $15, 15 Australian dollars to sign the key books. Any other books, I'll sign for free.
Yeah.
Because if you're bringing a key book, there's a chance you're getting it signed so you can sell it or whatever, right? So I think some artists will charge you for the keys. Like Dustin Newen, I think he's the guy. He came down to Australia a couple of years ago, right? And the guy I know who runs the event, he was like, "Oh, he charged me $150 for the signature because I was getting the key signed." I know another YouTuber who got the exact same book signed for free because he said, "Do you want it personalized?" And she said yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So she got it personalized. Yeah.
I get this. He fucking so it's like the Young Avengers key issue, right? So
Yeah.
it's a principle. She's like, yeah, I'm down. I'm not going to sell it. I'm down for you to personalize it. My
Right.
name's Kaz with a C, and he signed it Kaz with a K.
Oh fuck! I know. What do you do when once they fuck you up? You're just like stuck
there it
with
is,
it.
mate. Look at that.
Oh, there you go.
You see, this drawer right here, this is like all my keys, all like the good stuff, man. And Simon, you're going right back up here, man.
That was probably the first AOK I ever sent out. You know, that was when I didn't even know what AOK stood for. I just knew that you guys did them. So I was like, Rod was like the first guy who kind of, you know, introduced me to everyone. So yeah, I sent him that.
That's a good idea, though, Rod. You keep your keys all in one spot, Simon?
I've got a box of just keys that don't belong anywhere else. Like if I've got a key that's in a run, it would just be with the run. But I do have a box of just keys that kind of just don't have anywhere.
That's how I am too. I have everything in alphabetical order, and everything's in with the runs. Like so, I don't have them separate from. I mean, I like it how people can always pull their keys out, which I can't because I'd have to go through all my fucking boxes to do that.
So my box with the keys in it, it's got because I got post-it notes. It's meant to be assorted keys, but it just says ask keys. So
yeah,
so,
you know what you mean.
I started doing that not too long ago because sometimes I'll start going through my boxes and I'd be like, oh shit, I had this book I didn't even know.
I know.
So I'm like, I'll just pull it out and then I'll take a post-it and I'll write, what is this is the key or whatever, and I'll just throw them to the side because you got people want to come over, they would, yo, what are your hot books? What are your keys? And I'd rather just be like, well, here's a stack or whatever. Go here they are,
I haven't been through my boxes in a long time, and I was looking for a book I was going to send Legend. So I was going through my boxes, and same thing, Rod. I'm like, oh fuck, I didn't know I forgot I didn't know I had that one. When did I have this one. Oh, that's a cool. I forgot I had that. I was like, I'd like to have them that you could access them easier.
What's worse is when you know you've got a book, but then you can't find that freaking book.
Yeah.
Like there was one week Marcus was doing the show and he was talking about when Bane broke Alfred's back.
Oh.
Yeah. Or he snapped his neck.
Yeah.
And I was like, shit, I think I got that comic book. And he's talking about it. I think it was like it was going up on value or whatever.
Oh,
but
really?
yeah, let me see here. And I was like, damn, I got that book. And that's why I put it to the side. I was like, well, that's a key. It's probably going to be worth something. Yeah, so he snaps his neck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I still mean, you know what? That's one of those comic book moments that I'll never. Oh, my cat nearly fell off the fucking. That's one of the comic book moments I'll never forget because I remember turning the page and seeing that and being like, holy shit, that's fucking brutal, man. Like,
No, see, before I flipped it, I was like, no, it's not going to happen. Something bad's not going to happen.
Right,
so I flipped it, I'm like, oh shit, man.
Yes.
Listen, I don't know where Craig keeps his books, but I don't know if he has them all around him, but every time we say book, he can pull that thing out within seconds. I don't know how he does it.
He said he's naked. He can't jump on the show, so. But I tell you a cool guy that I met that signed books, Ed McInness. All right, so I got 3 signatures on this one. I have Ed McInness, the editor, and there's someone else. I forget who it is. But when I met him, I was the next one to get in line, and he went to lunch, and he looks at me, so he knew. And he's just like this. And he was real cool. So we came back like an hour later, and I was the first one.
Right.
So he's like, I'm standing there and he's eating lunch, just talking to me. He goes, man, I have not eaten anything all day. He starts talking about his kids, like a full-on conversation. So then, what you got? So I give him the book. He goes, want me to sign it to you? And I was like, no, just your name. He goes, there was $10 for just his signature. It's his signature. Right. But I wanted just his signature. I already had 2 on it, so I was like, let me go for a 3rd. But if he would have gave you a free signature, but sign it to Chad or Simon, I didn't want that. So, but man, so cool, man. He just cracked the soda, just like nothing. I was like, oh shit, cool dude, man.
I know. I've done that with some memorabilia where I've had them sign it right to me, And then I'm like, fuck. If you ever want to sell it, then
yeah.
not that you plan on selling some of this stuff, but you never know. Like if you want to, no one's gonna buy it if it says Simon on it, to Simon. Like who the fuck?
Well, you have
Unless
to
your name's
find the right
Simon, no one gives a shit. Yeah.
You know what's really cool that some artists are doing now? I'm sure you've seen it. Like for example, with pop vinyls, they'll draw art on the actual window. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Sick, man. I saw a couple. One of the artists here, he's like an Aussie artist. He does a lot of Last Ronin Ninja Turtle stuff. So we had a Last Ronin action figure, but he drew it onto the window as well, and it looks sick, man. Like if you're going to display your figures in a box, whew, that's the way to go, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. What do you think about? I've seen this a couple times now, and I don't know why somebody ever do this. You ever see people getting slabs signed on the outside?
What?
Yeah, I've seen people do that.
I've never seen that.
I know. That's why I'm like, that is the stupidest thing. I would never do that.
Do you? Oh, Rod, you might remember. You know Asian Funk?
I'm assuming they don't want to crack it. Yeah.
Asian Funk
signed the case. I'm like, what?
Why?
Asian Funk did a video where he went and got Stan Lee's signature. This is like when Stan Lee was like in his last moments. You know, it's like Stan Lee was not looking good. So he gets in line and he did the window, the signature window.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah. And like it's all very controlled. They're just like, yeah, give me the book, stand over there, and then we'll give the book to Stan. So he gives the book, and then Stan Lee's so out of it, he signs the bag. And then he gets it back, and Mark's looking at it like, oh, he signed the bag. And everyone around is like, no, man, take it back. That's bullshit. Take it back. He goes, no, I don't want to be a pain in the ass. And then afterwards, he's like, I mean, I guess it's cool now. I can just have any book signed by Stan Lee.
Yeah. It's a story. It's a good story to say.
It is a good story. It is a good story.
Yeah, right there. Craig said, I think Billy did that. Yeah, fucking Economic and Comics did. I've seen a couple people do that. Have the slab sign. And I'm like, why? That's weird to me. I don't know. I've seen people.
It's gonna fade. It's gonna fade unless you put it somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's why I said I would never do it. I didn't know if you guys ever saw anybody do that shit before.
Well, now that gives you an idea. It's similar to doing the art on the packaging. You could get it. You know how people slab a blank cover? It's like, what the hell? Why would you slab a blank cover? Well, now the artist can draw on the outside of the slab, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't know. I would never do that, but I don't know. I was thinking, am I crazy, or is that something people actually do? Or
that's a bit.
Well, then again, maybe they wanted it signed, and then they figure maybe it's never going to happen, and then the day he's in town, you're like, fuck it, let me just get it signed,
right?
Even though it's slab.
And I don't know if people get nervous, like, what if I crack it and I don't get as good a grade back? I don't know.
One of my mates, same mate who went to C2E2 last week. He, you know the cover. What is it? JLA. The DC. You know the one with Superman on the cover with Thor's hammer. You know that cover, George Perez cover. Superman. He's holding Thor's hammer. You guys don't know that book?
I think I don't have it. I don't have it, but I think I've seen it. Yeah.
It's a classic crossover cover, right? And my mate had it slabbed in he had a 10. I couldn't believe it. I didn't even know. I was like, what the hell? Where did you get that? And he goes, I've always had that. So he sent it off to the George Perez signing to get cracked and signed and re-slabbed. I was like, you shouldn't have done that because that's not going to come back a 10. So then George Perez passes away. And then I think what they did is they got Wolfman they got some other people to come sign some of those books. So I think you got Wolfman's signature on that book. But they cracked it, sent it back, and I was like, there's no way that comes back a 10. It came back a 10.
Wow, get out of
here. I was like, that was the dumbest thing to send that. But yeah, it came back a 10.
Well, I know Carolina Chris sent, what the hell did he send? What was that? Donnie Kates did that one indie book that was real big. What the hell was that? The guy with the huge sword.
God Country? Was it God Country?
God. Wait, who? Donnie Kates?
It's something. Oh, you hate Donnie Kates?
No. I said, did you say Donnie Kates?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Donnie Kates.
Indie
you know what story I'm talking about, Rod? It was.
I'm trying to think. Is it the one with the sword?
What he said? God Country had a big sword.
Yeah, God Country.
Yeah, and that was a 9.8, and he sent it in, and Donnie Cates signed it, and then the book he came back with a lower grade. It was like a fucking 9.2. it was fucking cornered. It was all fucked up. And he was pissed because he's like, I would have just kept it because a 9.8 in that book was selling for a lot at the time. Yeah, it was God Country. That's what it was. And yeah, he was all pissed. They had the signature, but he's like, the fucking book's like a 9.2 now or something.
So they fucked up the book.
Yeah, and they lowered the grade on it. He was so pissed.
That happened to Kenny as well. Comic Head 84. He had, I think it was ASM 300. He had like a 9, I think it was a 9.6 maybe, and he sent it in to get recracked and pressed, and he thought it'd come back a 9.8, and it came back a 9.4, or it came back one grade down. And I was like, oh,
no, but his was a lot different. Chris's, it dropped a couple grades. Yeah, he was pissed.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Yo, you know who got a lot of copies of ASM 300? That dude, Karate Kevin.
Yeah, I know. Like, yeah,
I've told him, I said, yo, sell me one. He's like, hell no. I don't know how many he has, but
when you've got that many, I mean, that gives you a good reason to sell one, right?
He's got to have over 10. Easy.
Yeah, I remember.
I think some of them are slab too.
Yeah, there's a guy down here who, when Ultimate Fallout 4 was going off, there's a guy down here who had like 8 of them or some shit. It's like, why do you need 8 of them?
You might want to show him that sketch of that Street Fighter. He's into that Street Fighter shit. He be kicking ass, man.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching. I've been obsessed with Street Fighter lately. So yeah, I've been seeing his Street Fighter videos.
Did you ever see Street Fighter the movie?
Of course, mate. I saw it at the cinema the first day when I was a
Yeah.
Must see.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who's your favorite Street Fighter character in the game? I used to love fucking, is it Guile? Guile was my man.
I like
blonde-haired dude that was with the high hair. He was like,
oh yeah, Guile.
Like he was like in the Army or Air Force or something, wasn't he? There he is. Yeah.
Yeah, he's badass, man.
That was my best, man. I could kick ass with him.
I like. I always pick Blanca. Was it Blanca the
one to bite your head?
Yeah.
And shock you. Yeah.
My brother used to hate that shit. He goes, "That's all you know how to do."
Yeah.
I don't chew your head off. I don't know.
Yeah, that shit always worked out. Or you jump in the air and he'd make himself shock while you're in the air and you'd hit him. Yeah.
I think we might be getting. Well, me and Sarah yesterday were talking about getting an arcade machine, so I think we might actually get one. It's weird because it didn't seem like something that she'd be into, but she's like, "Yeah, I'm down with that." I'm like, "Okay," because she wanted to get one. She wanted to get one a while ago. I was like, "That's something we'll buy and then play for it for a week, and then never play it again." Right, but now I'm like being obsessed with Street Fighter. I was like, "Yeah, I want a Street Fighter arcade machine in my fucking house."
You know what you should do? If you get one, you got to get one of those that has what the hell is that? That has that special chip in it that they could put like 900 games on it.
Like the Raspberry Pi and stuff.
Yeah, because
that's what most people do. The only thing is, we probably will get something like that that's got like the 1,000 games or whatever in it. But I find that those things have issues more than if you've just got a proper legit one.
I have 3 arcade machines.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Right over there is the Simpsons in the corner. See it over there?
But you've got like your legit. Yeah. Is it one of the arcade 1-ups?
Yeah, the 1-ups.
Yeah.
But still, like, I don't play them that much. Like, once you have them, like when people come here, like if I have people over, they'll play the shit out of them. But like when you're at your house all the time, after you play them for a while, then you kind of like, it's only one game on there. It has bowling on it though too.
I was going to say, does that Simpsons one? Has that only got 2-player or 4-player?
That's 4.
Oh, I was going to say,
that's cool.
The original Simpsons had 4-player.
I bought that one because I thought my kids and I we could all play at the same time. Then it has the ball on it too, where it has Simpsons bowling on it. So it has the Simpsons and bowling. Then I got NBA Jam behind me right over there. See it?
Oh shit!
And then I have the Marvel Superheroes one that has X-Men vs Street Fighter, The Punisher, Marvel vs Capcom, and Marvel Superheroes.
Yeah, those cabinets are quite small though, right? They're very narrow.
Yeah,
compared to like a traditional.
Yeah, it's hard. You couldn't play 4 adults on that. Like, or you'd be like sideways playing, kind of.
I always wanted to get a Pac-Man machine. I mean,
I have Pac-Man too. It's over there. I forgot I have that one too.
Yeah,
that has like Dig Dug on it, Pac-Man, Super Pac-Man. It has like all the Pac-Man games on it.
I love me some Pac-Man, dude. I could play the hell out of Pac-Man. My wife, if she sees me playing Pac-Man, she just goes somewhere else. Because there was one year, I've said this story before. We came to Florida, long story, and we were just waiting for the family to get ready. So downstairs at the lobby at the hotel was a Pac-Man machine. Bro, I broke the top record. I made a thing go to 0, and I was still playing. My brother's like, we got to go to the park, leave. We got to leave. I said, bro, I can't put my name up yet. I had to give the game to a little kid. I was so pissed off.
Dude,
I was on that machine for like 45 minutes, man.
Man, they'd be making documentaries about you, mate, if you put your name up there.
Dude, I kill the hell out of it.
Like, have you seen King of
I start sweating, bro. I get focused, man.
There was this one sub shop we used to go to as a kid with my parents. We'd go in there and eat, and they had a fucking Donkey Kong arcade machine in there. But that's what you could actually play for $1 quarter. You know what I mean? Oh, we'd be back there playing Donkey Kong while they're making the subs. Oh, I love Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong was what the first
hard game.
3 levels were possible, and then after that, you had to be really fucking good.
Yeah,
after the level.
Yeah,
that's
there's
crazy.
This place.
How hard
literally, it's about 5 minutes away walking. So it's a little plaza we have, and I think I told you guys it's called Arcade, and everything in there's all retro arcade games. Basically, most of them are all pinball machines, but they got a bunch of other stuff in there. It's like a little hole, a little hole in the wall store place, and you pay $10 an hour for all unlimited. It got board games. I mean, everything. Man, I figured I want a pinball machine. I want an arcade machine, but I got it right there down the street. Do I really want to buy one? But
I had a pinball machine as a kid, like a real one, because my grandfather he knew how to work on them. So they bought one from a bar. I got it for Christmas one year. My grandfather redid it all. It was fucking, remember Good Times, the TV show?
Oh my God, yeah.
You remember that? So
yes.
there was like these 4 targets you'd hit and they'd fall down. And when they fell down, there was a girl with some black girl with huge knockers. They would light up, and JJ Walker would yell, "Dynamite!" It was the best, dude.
Dude,
I wish I had that. I ended up moving out and I left it there. My parents were like, "Do you want this?" And we sold it. But I kind of wish I had it. But yeah,
those games are expensive, man.
Yeah, the one flipper would go bad, and then after my grandfather died, no one knew how to fix them. He could fix them, but yeah, he would fix it every time it broke. Yeah.
Christina coming in hot. I want a pole machine. Arcade game, dude. Woo, man.
Yeah, that was good shit too.
There you go.
I just took my kids to Dave and Buster's last weekend.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever been there, Rod?
Oh yeah, we got one. It's about maybe 40 minutes away. It's pretty much in Orlando, but yeah, we got one. It's a big one too. We went there not too long ago. Well,
yeah, I went to one. It wasn't very big, but I had from when I went to Prison Academy because I went down the road like 2 hours away. And the guys that I went to academy with, we would go drinking there and eating like every night. So I had a fucking card that's been loaded up for a couple years with points on it yet.
No.
We went there. My kids played for like an hour and a half. I'm thinking, holy shit, how much money did I have on this thing? I don't know.
Wow.
It was just sitting in my wallet. Yeah, they played for like an hour and a half.
Yeah, they don't have too many games there, and it's kind of. You would think is this crowd a lot of kids just hanging around, not playing games. Just get out of there. But it's a nice chill spot. The food is good. But you put the wife in on damn Mario Kart, lights out, man. She's a savage.
We were playing as a family. My wife and I and the 2 kids against each other. Yeah.
I mean, like, why are you taking it so serious? Like last night I was like, I finished work last night. It was like 11. And I was like, want to go bowling? She's like, I want to go bowling. I had a bad day. And she starts winning, just talking shit. I'm like, damn. I'm like, she's here recording videos, taking pictures. She goes, look at the score. I'm like, you won 1 game. Give me a break. Damn.
Yeah, rubbing it in.
Just talking so much shit. Just, oh, man.
Yeah. I was watching the other night, Simon, and you were saying, you're trying not to buy shit. You're like, I have shit all over the floor, Why? You have too much shit, man, or what, for that room?
Come on, man. Look at this shit. I'm literally just random figures. I've got short boxes behind me here. I've got house inspection next week, so I've got to clean my room up a bit. So I've been rearranging my shelves.
What do you mean you have house inspection?
I know. I'm about to ask the same question.
We rent here, so like every 3-4 months they do a house inspection to make sure you're not like trashing the place.
Yeah, but it's not fucking like raw garbage laying on your floor. It's
yeah. So it's not like to be honest, I'm not stressed. Sarah, because this is the first time Sarah's sort of lived out of home, she's not used to this. She's like, it's got to be spotless. It's like they don't give a shit. They don't care if you're messy. Like they've seen worse, but they just want to make sure you haven't been punching holes in the
they don't want to see holes punched in the wall, fucking like garbage and broken toilet and shit like that. Yeah.
No.
I never had that experience where they say, "Hey, we're going to come check the apartment," or
dude, the worst is right. So at one of my old places, every time they said, "Hey, you've got a house," they give you 2 weeks notice. And at my old place, I used to be like, "Oh, I can't. Can I be there?" And they're like, "Yeah, we can rearrange it so you can be there." Every other place is like, "No, we have to do it on that day because they've got to do multiple properties." So they just come with a house with a spare key. They just come into your house if you're not there. And they inspect the house, mate. So get this. Back in the day when I lived with my friends in this party house, we were supposed to have the house inspection, and we kept trying to say, "Hey, can we do it another day?" Because we wanted to clean up. Our house was like, it was a party house, man. So literally, and then he called the real estate agent. Like, "Hey, when are you coming for the house inspection?" She was like, "I already came last week." So she came into the house when there was just fucking empty cans and beer bottles and bongs and shit around.
Yeah.
She didn't say anything, though. Didn't say anything.
Yeah, we had a party house too. You know what he just said to us? He's like, you really don't think you're getting your security back, do you? And we're like, nah. He's like, okay. Yeah, we didn't even try to fight that one. You're like, nah, you're good, man. Yeah. Thanks.
I've always got the one back. I've always got
fucked that place up. Yeah.
Some of the people I know, right? Some of the people from the music scene I grew up with, right? All the punk rock dudes. So they'll move into a house, right? They'll be like, "Oh, new house," and then they'll just fucking spray paint the walls. I'm like,
yeah, we didn't do shit like that. We just partied hard there. Yeah,
like I understand that, like back when fucking I was 20 and shit like that, I could see people like these are people that I've known for 20 years now, and they're still doing that shit. It's like, man, are you a fucking idiot? Like, do you want your bond back or what?
Dude, we would. This was like it was an apartment, but it was kind of like a half double, and we'd have a fucking 100 people in there. Like it would be fucking the fucking belly in there. With people drinking. The cops would show up. I'd be like, fucking turn the lights off. They'd be pounding on the door. I said, don't go out and don't turn the lights on. Because if they can't see in, we always had the fucking blinds drawn. They can't come in if they don't know what the fuck's going on. If they could see you through the window, but then they'd eventually go away. Yeah.
Dude, man, you talking about party houses. My friend, his grandma had this big ass house, but it was I want to say like a little retirement home for elderly people. That thing was so big. It had so many damn rooms, man. We had specific rooms. We had one room for beer pong, and then it was every Friday night. Everybody had like Nerf guns, and this shit was like legit, bro. They would like turn off the lights, put some trance music. We had the lights going. Everybody's on something. It was bad, bro. People were walking with bags with just customized Nerf guns, just crawling the floor. Shit just flying everywhere. We used to party hard at that house, man. All the memories, man.
From 21 to 28, I lived in party houses. It was fun, but it's fucking a little disgusting too, though. Sometimes,
yeah. After
a while, you're like, "Man, this fucking place is gross." You know what I mean? Just fucking guys there. We'd all draw straws. Who's cleaning? Like none of us clean good. You know what I mean? You'd be like, "Ah, fuck this. I'm done." Yeah.
Yeah. When I was single, well, even when I was dating my wife, when I lived in my condo, my shit was, spotless. So whenever my friends came over, they knew how I was. They would like stand somewhere, like either drink something. Just try to like be so clean. I'm like, guys, y'all can relax, man. Just have fun.
Well, right, my wife that I'm married to now, she was with me when I lived in that last party house, and she made my bedroom like spotless, but the rest of the house was like, she's like, this fucking place is gross. We need to get out of here. Yeah. I ended up getting my own place then because she was like, yeah, this place is fucking gross. Like, we need to go. Yeah.
I can't stand mess. That's why I never could have a roommate. I'm real anal, man. I don't know. I
don't know if I had roommates, but once I got out on my own eventually, I was like, I would never live with people again.
No, it's just hard though when you have parties there all the time because the fucking places just get fucked up. Like when there's fucking 50, 60 people there just fucking drinking, and then there's people passed out, fucking people puking in your toilet. It's just gross.
Yeah.
Good times though.
Yeah, it was fun though. That's why I said I'm glad I didn't get married younger, because most of my friends are on their second marriage, third marriage. Hell, if I would have got married young too, I probably would have been. I didn't get married till I was like 28, so.
Yeah, this is my second marriage. I got married when I was 21. A lot of people don't know, and then I caught her cheating on me 6 months into my marriage, and I was like, so right away. And I even tried working it out. That's how much love I had, but I already knew that she was up to no good. So I said, it's going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you. So I'm out. That's my file. And I messed around. I had my fun. And when I met my wife, that was like my first girlfriend since like, I don't know. That was like, I got married in 98. I divorced like in 2001. Had a couple girlfriends, but nothing serious until like I met my wife.
Yeah.
Woo. Party.
You fucking moved in now? You and Sarah are all together in the same place, huh?
Yeah, well, I mean, look, at my old place, she was pretty much there every day. So it was just like, to be honest, if that old place was bigger, I probably would have just said moving here, but it just wasn't big enough for two of us. Because I need my own room, and then so does she. Well,
that's what once we got engaged, I just had this like single bedroom apartment. And my wife's like, we're buying a house. She's like, I'm sick of living out of a bag, because that's what she pretty much did. She just bring a bag and stay there. You know what I mean? Go home once in a while, probably get new clothes and come back. Like that's what she did. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Sarah's into buying houses. I've never even thought about it because I'm not good at saving money. So I'm finally saving money because we're going overseas. So I've been able to save, like I've got a chunk of cash right now, but it's probably all going to go once I go overseas. But once I come back, then I can start saving for money and thinking about a house.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've lived in this house for 20 years now, but the prices of houses now, man, I can't even imagine buying a house now.
Right?
Exactly. That's why we rent, and thank Lord, I cannot complain a penny for my rent.
Because you've been there. How long you been there, Rod? You've been there for as long as I've known you.
Yeah, I've been in this house since 2013, but before this, I was at my condo, which I did not want to leave my condo. Oh, I missed that place so much, but. She had a dog, and we're about to get married. She's like, we need a bigger place. She goes, your condo is beautiful, and then the lady that she worked with had property. So she was like, this is the house. So I seen it. I was like, fine, we just get it. And we've been here since. And even if I wanted to get a house, it's like Chad said, it's just fucking nuts. And Florida's ridiculous, dude. So
yeah.
I know grown friends that live with their mothers for a little bit just to save some type of money. My niece did it for like a year or so because they couldn't find anything. It's too expensive.
Well, that's like, I live in the middle of Pennsylvania where it's pretty cheap to live here. I think when I bought this house, it was $133,000, but now it appraises for like $260,000. But fuck, like. That's why I said, at least I know we'd make out if we ever have to sell this place, because we did put a lot of work into it, do stuff, fix stuff up. But yeah, I wouldn't want to have to pay $250,000-$300,000 for a house anymore. Fuck, that's crazy. Yeah. I don't know how people afford it when you're paying car payments and everything else. Like, how the hell do you afford?
Hey, Captain, what's going on, mate?
Yeah, we pay $800 a month for rent. And this is a 2-bedroom apartment. We have a gigantic yard, and I searched and I just called places and for 1 bedroom like 1,800, 2,000. I'm like, what the? I mean, seriously, and people pay. I don't know where they make the money from this little town that I'm living at, because
Rod, one of my best friends, he's rich as shit. Where I live, like in this area, his house is like $1.4 million is what he built this house. Okay. It's like a fucking mansion, like from MTV Cribs. Like,
I bet.
When we were going through it, my wife's like, oh my God. And the funny thing was, I was with him the night I met her at a bar. I said, you fucking went home with the wrong guy. You won for a fucking sense of humor guy. You should have won for the money. You fucked up on that one. Yeah. That could be your house. Nope. You, yeah.
Oh, man. Shit, man. Yeah. I would love to move. I really would love to move. I know she loves the outside and she would love to have a pool, but she knows it's just ridiculous out here, man. The hell with that. I'm not going anywhere. I can save money. I got a nice house. My rent is cheap. My landlords are fantastic. They don't increase anything, and I'm fine.
That's rare, man. It's rare for rentals to have someone stay there for so long. You know how many places I've lived in? I want to say I've lived in, since I moved out of my parents' house, I want to say 8 or 9 houses, because I'd live in a place for a year and then they kick me out because they were either selling or they were knocking the place down to rebuild.
Right. Yeah.
I lived in like 3 houses in a row for like less than 2 years, and I just had to keep moving. So it's not easy to stay in the same place for so long.
I said to her, if we ever move again, fuck it. I'm just buying all new shit, new furniture. I'm not moving all this shit again. I hate moving.
I'm just like you. I'm moving. I'm leaving everything. I'm taking whatever I can. I don't want shit. That whole computer desk I had, I wish I never had this. That thing is about 300 pounds to lift up.
Yeah, what are you gonna do with that? I'm
leaving it. I don't want it. I got this from work, and they would clean out one of the doctor's offices, and I was like, oh, what you gonna do with that? And we're gonna throw it away. I was like, nah, I'll take that home. And I just got the house. So
right.
It's all empty. I'm happy. And I got it. I was like, oh, I'm going to have an office. Next thing you know, I became a comic book collector again.
Right, yeah. And then it takes up too much room, yeah.
And I want to throw this shit away, but it's so fucking heavy. I had the facility manager bring it, and we both almost broke our back bringing it. Even put it on his truck.
Right? It's a great backdrop, though. It's a great backdrop, though, man. It looks great behind you.
It's a bitch, man. I wish I never had it. The best thing about, like they say about the boats, is when you got it and when you get rid of it. The best thing about that is when I got it and when I get rid of it.
So that's the weird thing, right? Because I remember Chaos was telling me this ages ago. When you guys get a rental over there, it often already has furniture and stuff, right?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's like not a thing here. I mean, I've never moved into a place that had something. Like you've got to get all your shit in and get all your shit out when you leave.
Yeah, so, there's places like that you can find. I'm not one of those. Every place that I've had, I brought my own stuff.
But like, if you left that desk, wouldn't the person who owns the place be like, "Hey, you can't leave this desk"?
Well, I mean,
Rod would be like, "Well, you move it then."
Yeah, I'd be like, "Hey, I'm leaving that right there." I'll be flat out. I mean, that's a nice desk. I didn't want to touch it. Maybe you want it. I'll find a way around it. You know, I just thought it was nice. You could use this as your office. I just don't feel like moving it. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, then a week later, asshole, I couldn't even move that thing.
You chug 2 beers, Chad.
Shit. What's that? Oh, yeah. I drink them fast. I know. Get them up there.
What are you drinking, Chad?
Good old Pennsylvania beer, some Rolling Rock.
Oh, Rolling Rock. My wife used to buy those for me all the time, because that was my nickname years ago. Rock.
It's cheap. It's fucking not good beer, but I don't know. I drank so much of it through high school because this is what we'd always get, Rolling Rock or Yingling, because they're Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So I still like Rolling Rock bottles, though. I don't know.
When it's nice and cold, it just goes down smooth, man. Rolling Rock is good stuff.
used to be made in Latrobe, but I think they've been bought out now. I don't think they used to have like glass vats that they'd make it in. They probably don't even make it in the glass vats anymore.
I don't remember those.
There was like a whole story how Rolling Rock used to be made, but I'm sure they don't do that shit anymore. I think because they got moved. Yeah.
I'm surprised they're still around. I haven't seen one of those in a long time. Simon, you like some Rolling Rock beer?
Never heard of it, mate. I don't think it makes its way to Australia. I should have bought some. I wish if I knew the stream was on, I would have picked some beers on the way home before.
Have you ever had Boddingtons, Simon?
Boddingtons, you can get at some places. I would have had it like 20 years ago because I know it's big in the UK.
They just had some at the beer store I was at last week, and I bought like a 4-pack. They had them for like $2. You could buy a 4-pack. I was so excited. I'm like, oh, I want to try one of these Boddingtons, and I drank it. I'm like, that wasn't even fucking good. That Boddington wasn't anything. Yeah, I'm like, God dang.
I like drinking wanky beers now.
What, you like the IPAs and shit, or what?
No, I like sour beers, and I don't mind some stouts now as well. I'll drink a regular beer, but now, since I started drinking the craft beer, it's kind of just fun to find a new craft beer to look at. And sour beers, like when they're really sour, I like that.
Yeah, I'm not into those, man. Hey, I just got something in the other day, too. I don't know. Did you guys ever... These have been around for a while. Have you ever got anything? There are these little statues they're called DC Artist Alley.
Oh, yeah.
You had some of those, Simon?
Yeah, I've got the Joker and Harley one. I got the Day of the Dead version.
Do you have this Joker?
Oh, shit. That's cool, man.
I've not seen that one before.
This one's by Brant Peters. They let him pick... They let the artists just do whatever they wanted, do their own creation. McFarlane created these. I'm going to probably do an unboxing of this tomorrow.
That is so cool. Is that die-cast metal?
No, I think they're just plastic, but...
Yeah, they're just plastic.
Yeah, these were... I think they were cheap when they initially came out, but now I think because they've been out for years, they're hard to get them. Like, they want like $75, $80 for these. I paid $15 for this. So, yeah, I had to buy it.
So my first ever... So if you go back to my very first video, I deleted it. But if you go to my second video, which hasn't been deleted, I unboxed these two, which were from the same thing, the DC Artist series.
Yeah,
hold on.
And these are like the Day of the Dead editions. So
you can get pretty cool.
Yeah, so you can get these as like this regular Harley Joker, but these ones have like Day of the Dead.
Now, what artist did those?
I can't remember.
You don't remember?
I don't remember. I didn't know artists back then.
Yeah. Yeah, they just he got like a bunch of different artists, Rod, and just let them do whatever they wanted. And they just create what you want, and then they made the statues for them.
That's cool.
So that was back, they're all quite old now.
Yeah. Well, that's why I was surprised to find this one in the box yet. Sealed. And they only want $15 I got it for. I'm like, hell yeah.
Beat that. Remember these?
Oh yeah, I've got a couple. I've got
one. Oh, the black and white, the mini ones.
Yeah, I have them all. I just want to show you guys real quick. I have all of them, and
I'd like to have the 110 scale ones that they have.
Oh, Harley, nice one. I got the Joker.
Yeah, I would like to have all those. Do you know how many of those are though? There's a ton of those. Yeah,
they did like 2 or 3 series of them, I think.
Oh, that's just a regular action figure.
I was going to say, why is that one articulated?
Yeah. I try to keep all my Batman stuff up there now, but it's gotten bigger. I don't know. It's gotten bigger. So let me get me out of here.
I just bought a statue to give away for my thousandth giveaway. I got a deal on it. If I can ever get to 1,000, Jesus Christ, I've been doing this shit for 13 years, huh?
How far off are you?
I'm far off. I only have like 760.
You sure? I swear you was like 790.
No, I'm like 760.
That's still like, I don't know, because I don't know. I remember only like a year or so ago you were in the 400 still or something.
Yeah, I did get a little growth, and then it kind of I stopped again. I plateaued again. I don't know. I keep plateauing. I don't know what the deal is, and then I'll get a little traction again. So, but I have a 1/6 scale statue to give away that I bought. It just came in yesterday. I have it ready to go whenever I get there.
Don't worry, my notifications on, and then I'll be the first one to win it. So it's all right.
Have you heard of Jazz Inc., Chad?
Yeah.
So I had this guy reach out to me, right? And he was like, "Hey man, I watch your channel, love it, da da da. I'm a collector of stuff, and if you ever want to make a video, here's my number." And I was like, "All right." I was like, "Hey dude, I'm not just gonna give anyone my number, but we just chatted back and forth for a while, and it got to a point I was like, hey man, do you want to send me just like a photo of your collection, just so I have an idea if I can make a video out of this."
Right.
So he sent me kind of a couple of things, and he goes, "I don't want to spoil it too much, but here's just some of my collection." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. Well, look." So then one day I was free on the weekend, and I messaged him, "Hey man, I've got a couple of hours free on Saturday. If you want, I can come around and maybe we try to work out a video." So I go to this dude's house, and
how'd you know he wasn't going to kill you?
Well, I was a little bit, I don't know. I told people at work, I was like, if I don't come back next week.
Yeah, this motherfucker killed me, yeah.
And it was a little bit odd because when I first got there, I mentioned that I went to pick up my comics from Mark, and then he kind of went on this big spiel on his life story. I was like, oh, okay. And that went for a while. And I was standing there like, this is interesting. And then we started talking about collecting, and I was like, all right. So now it started to get a bit more comfortable. About an hour and a half later, we finally started filming his collection, and it wasn't out of control. It wasn't like a crazy collection, but he had some cool stuff.
Right.
But the main thing was he had one of those Jazz Inc. because I didn't know what they were. He had one of those. He had the '89 Batmobile. It's fucking this big.
Oh yeah, that
$2,500 to ship it from Norway or wherever the hell they are, and he was telling me all about it. Right, and I was like, holy shit! And he was like, this is not a toy. This is an exact replica. Like he was being very serious. It's like, because the fins on the back of the Batmobile, they actually curve out on the ends. They're not straight, but on all the toys, he goes, I had the Sideshow one, I had the Hot Toys one. They're all straight. They're supposed to curve out. So the Jazz Inc.
That curves out a little bit. They curve out a little bit.
Hold on here. Let's see some.
So the very end of the fins.
Yeah, see they curve out.
Come outwards.
They curve out a little bit, but I know what you mean. A lot of toys are just straight though.
But the craziest thing is, I'm gonna give you the exclusive, right? If you want to make me big, right? Because this guy,
I got you.
I haven't even made this video yet, and I haven't shown this to anyone. But I'll give you the exclusive, right? So afterwards, I turned off the camera, and we're just shooting the shit for like an hour, and I had to go. I stayed 45 minutes past how long I was supposed to be there for. And then he goes, oh, before you go, I've got something for you, right? I was like, oh, okay, cool. He goes, just don't look. So he walks down the hallway, comes back with his dick out. No, he didn't.
Came back totally naked, yeah.
So get this, right? Get this. He comes back with it's so big, I have to clear space to display this, right? He came back and goes, I want to give this to you.
What? Damn.
It's a fucking $1,000 statue.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I freaked out. It's his. Like he goes, man, I've just had it in storage for years. I know you like this stuff, so I think you would like this. I was like, I do, but I feel weird about taking it.
Yeah, I think you'll like to start sucking, Simon. Simon's like, oh shit. Yeah.
There was this other dude. There was another dude this other dude contacted Mark at Big City Comics and was like, hey, I watch your videos with Simon. Can you give Simon my number because I want to give him something? So Mark's
he sure did,
he wants to give you something. I was like, I don't want to give this guy my number. And Mark, do you know what he wants to give you? He has a life-size Terminator bust. And he says he's been trying to sell it and no one's been wanting to buy, so he just wants to give it to you. So
why's everybody trying to give you all this shit, Simon?
I didn't contact this guy for weeks because I was scared, right? I was like, I don't want to contact this guy and give him my number. Anyway, I eventually just was like, hey, fuck it, whatever. I messaged him. I was like, hey man, Mark reached out and said that, you want to. I wasn't going to accept it though, because there's no way I can fit something like that in my house, and Sarah would kill me. So the guy was like, "Oh man, you took so long to reply. I actually ended up offering it to my mate." And I was like, "That's good because I wasn't going to accept it anyway, but thank you."
Oh my god, I would have taken that shit in a red hot second.
Oh well, look, if I had my own place and I had room for something like that, then maybe. But yeah, it was crazy.
Why are these guys that are these like channel like people that follow you on your channel that know you? Is that who?
No, I don't know. They're just man, dude. I could get every show I've been to for the last month. People are giving me gifts. It's getting crazy because my viewership, no one in the US watches me anymore, mate. It's all Australia. It used to be US, like I don't know, 45%, and then like 30-something% Australia, and then the rest of the world. I looked at my analytics the other day; it was 80-something% Australia.
Damn.
So, yeah, you guys stopped caring about me because I stopped showing up on lives.
Yeah.
I'm big in Germany. That's where US and then it's Germany. I'm like, what the fuck?
Hey, have y'all gone out and then people be like, yo, that's Chad, or yo, that's Simon? Do they have you been recognized?
No, I only met one YouTuber ever. I met Mastodon because him and I had the same LCS at the time, but he's the only person I ever met like in person. Like, yeah, no one's ever said anything to me. So
I remember.
I remember doing that shit, Air Spider.
Yeah, right.
Laying on the floor trying to sneak out. As soon as you get out, close the door, they wake up, and you're like, "Oh fuck, you got to go back in." Yeah, that's horrible.
WrestleMania weekend, yeah. Yes,
sir. I found something the other week. I was looking for an old video on my Instagram, so I scrolled all the way back to the beginning of my videos on Instagram, and the oldest video I have on my Instagram was me filming my laptop screen when you first shouted me out. So it was so funny. So Rod is like, he used to do the shout out show. So he's like, oh, this guy's Simple Simon. He's from Australia. He likes comic books. He likes toys. He likes collectibles. And then you go, and he's an MMA fighter. And I was like, what? MMA fighter? Because I used to make MMA videos as well. And you were just like, and he's an MMA fighter. I was like, no.
Roll with it. Yeah.
Do not say that.
There you are. I got people to follow you, right?
That's
yeah. They were a little disappointed. They were a little disappointed 5 videos in. This motherfucker doesn't fight. Yeah. But hey, that's all right.
Maybe I had too much to sip that day.
It happens. It happens.
It was with Conquistadors, and I think Jeffrey.
Yeah.
It was Conquistadors and Jeffrey was on that video.
Jeffrey, yeah. I've been trying to get in touch with that dude. He said that I think he said something with his internet, or he doesn't have internet. He's busy, so.
Hey, Air Spider, it's funny you say that. My first day at the state prison, I came walking in, and I was walking the tier, and I heard these black guys in their cell. They, yo, who the hell hired that Blake Shelton looking motherfucker? They were calling me. I was like, oh, I guess they call me Blake. They go, Blake, sing us a song. I'm like, shut the fuck up. And they're in their cells in there. Sing us a song, Blake. When I'd go by to do like phone list, I'm like, yeah, shut the fuck up.
Air Spider, I know this is all over one day. I'm just the old guy. I take it I'll take it while I can. Hey, I'm old too, man. I'm 47.
Me too. I'm 47 too, Rod.
Damn, shit. Simon, you're younger than all of us, right?
Yeah, you're the young buck, Simon.
I forget how old I am because I just turned 43 a few weeks ago. So
I think Perry's the youngest out of all of us.
You don't even have any gray hair. You don't even have any gray hair, Simon.
My birthmark, the hair on that is great. Because it's funny because I don't grow much hair on my face, but my birthmark here has been growing hair since I was 12.
What's up, Warlord? You can jump on if you want. We're just chilling, talking about a little bit of everything.
You guys want to see the statue I'm going to give away? I have that one. The one I'm giving away is boxed, but I own this same statue, so I can show you which one I'm going to give away.
If it's good enough for chat, it's good enough for the fans. Let's go. Show us.
Let me grab it. I'll show you. The one that I'll be giving away is in a new in box. So this is just mine that I have.
Is this giveaway worldwide?
go half on the shipping or something.
I don't fucking know about that. Yeah.
Oh, that's where it was. I was going to talk about that New Mutants 98. That's where I was going with this. So he won it, and then I had to pay for shipping. Yo, that was the arm and a leg.
Oh shit.
Oh wow.
So that's a 1/6 scale Black Adam. You can see on the base there.
What brand is it?
This is from McFarlane. This is a badass statue with the cape and stuff.
That's cool.
So if you aren't subbed up, guys, sub up because I'm gonna be giving this away when I hit 1,000. Someone's gonna win this. Not this one, a brand new one in box.
There it
It's
is.
only 240 more subs.
This is I think it's like 15 inches tall. So it's a decent sized statue.
Just remember, if you're doing a giveaway and it's not worldwide, remember to say US only. Don't make that effort.
Yeah, that was my problem. That was the first giveaway I ever did, and yeah, I've learned my lesson. I make sure it's U.S. only, or I don't want to mess up again. That I was like, shit, damn.
The amount I did when I hit 500 subscribers, I gave away 5 things, including a statue, and 4 of them were from the US. And the person in Australia who won a piece of paper. John's Comics with Kids, he won the statue. I gave him like a Diamond Select Thor statue. And yeah, I gave away a bunch of shit. But yeah, it's always been.
I mean, if somebody out of the country wins it and wants to gift it to somebody else, I'll send it to somebody in the US. Like, because I'm just not. I'm sure the box that came in is big. I'm sure it's probably going to cost me about $30 or $40 to ship it, even in the US. So yeah. I don't even know what that would cost in Australia. A couple $100 or something.
So the package that Bub sent me was 80 US, which was about $150 here.
Yeah, fuck that. Sorry,
but that was for
I'm not doing it.
That was for 11 books, and I saved about $30 per book. So I would have paid about over $300 to ship those books individually. So I ended up saving half of that money by getting Bub to do it for me.
I wouldn't mind going like half on shipping if it was, I mean, I would. I mean,
some people do. Like Daymaz, when he sent me the Jim Lee signature book, he said to me, "Hey, I'm down to chuck in 20, and then you put in the rest." I was like, "Yeah, man, I'm cool, whatever." And then he got back to me and goes, "Hey, man, I just checked. I can send it to Australia." He had some sort of thing with his postage where he could get it cheap, so he's like, "I'll just send it to you." I was like, "Excellent."
Is Agu still in here? I was just bitching at him the other day. He got hot with those shorts and his subs blew up. I said, "Hell, you want to write the 1,400 subs?" I said, "You didn't give shit away for your 1,000 giveaway for your 1,000."
He's at 1,400.
Yeah.
How?
All those Hot Wheels shorts. People fucking. He has like fucking 20,000 views on some of those.
I know. I've seen this stuff.
And the dog videos, people, they blew up. He's like at 1,400 or 1,500 subs.
Yeah,
1.6.
Is he at 1,600 now? Yeah, that's why I said, I go, "You didn't give shit away, you cheap fuck," and he just laughed. I'm like,
I know. How much is it to send? How much would it cost to post a Hot Wheel? Hey,
to ship? Not bad. I think maybe under $10, depending how big and how many you put in the damn box. Of course,
I don't know. Some of you guys really blew up with those. Air Spider, he had fucking like 300 subs. So you blew up to 15. That's a lot. Yeah, he did it in like a matter of 2 months or 3 months. All of a sudden, he was at fucking 1,500, 1,600 subs.
Problem with that is though, right? Like with the if you blow up as a shorts channel, then YouTube's going to promote you as a shorts channel and not really promote your long form stuff. And the problem, and there's nothing wrong with that really, if you just want to make videos for people to see. But when it comes to monetization, you'll make nothing.
No, listen, I'm not one of these guys. I just want to get to 1,000 just because I want to now. Because I never thought I'd even get close to 1,000. I I'm not trying to be a YouTuber. I just want to hit 1,000 and just.
What do you mean, mate? You're a comic book community award nominated channel.
Twice, 2 times. Thank you. No, I laughed though. You're right. Some of these people that have like 1,300 subs that act like they're fucking these huge channels. I'm like, how much? You're not making any money, dude. Relax.
And then you got these channels, those same channels, the ones complaining, well, why didn't my channel get voted? It's like, shut the fuck up, man. Why do you think you deserve to win anything?
Yeah. The money I make off YouTube is pretty much to pay the StreamYard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's pretty much to pay StreamYard, and in a good month, it could pay 2 months. So it's like, or you look at it, well, it paid 2 weeks of comic books, but I look at it, it's paying me to keep my live streams going, because I mean it adds up, man. And I wanna upgrade it so I can add the camera, and that's like another $30. So, you know,
that's the only thing. That's the only thing I'd want to do. Because see, I don't even have premium StreamYard. I just have the free shit. Yeah. So I'd like to, if I could just make enough to pay for premium, and if I could get a couple super chats here and there, you know what I mean? That's cool with me.
I started paying for StreamYard to do the podcast with Mark, but we've done it once a month. So I've been paying $75 a month just to use it once a month.
Yeah. So see, that's why some of these people, man, they think like they do their little daily shows, and they think like they're fucking professional YouTubers. Not trying to be a dick, but I'm just like, fucking relax.
Yeah, you gotta be big time to do this, and it's another job, man. Either way you look at it, you work 8 hours, you work 10 hours. How you fit this? And I'm like, fuck it, I'm paying for this, and I better use it, and people, members, so I got to do the best I can to keep my members and stuff like that,
Yeah, I just look at YouTube as fun. That's all I care about. I just think it's fun. Like some of these people think like they're like fucking real YouTubers. I'm like, relax, dude. You're not Mr. Beast. Calm down. I just like to get on here and talk shit and hang out and show stuff. Yeah. That's all I care about.
As long as it just pays the StreamYard, I'm happy, and that's it. I want to upgrade to get that second camera, though. I really want to do that. I
talked to Perry. I talked to Perry before about that, and he said he thought about it at one point where he just making it a full-time job, but he said it's a lot of fucking editing. Like if you want to make good videos, like I mean, he can edit good and shit. But he said, it's a lot if you want to really do it. Like you'd have to do it like 8-10 hours a day, being on YouTube, do editing, and I'm like, I don't want to do that.
And it's just it's a lot, and you can do some of that stuff on your phone, but I do most of it I do on the phone real quick. I'm not going to get that much views, just whatever it is. So, but Perry, I could see him doing it though, man. It's a lot of work though. But if anyone that could do it, it's that dude, man.
Right. But he said when he was doing those like movie reviews and shit, he was making some money. But he said, I never looked at it as like, I'm gonna be a YouTuber. He's like, that was just, I was still working. That was just good money coming in on the side. I'm like, what the hell? I don't blame you.
And he's making a good penny from it too. So it was taking far too long to edit these stupid comic videos.
Yeah, I know. It's a lot, man. I do everything from my phone too, like all my editing and shit. It sucks. Like I don't do anything from the computer.
Like editing's what I find fun. Like I can sit there for a whole day and just like, man, some of those videos I do, I come home with like hours of footage and then I knock the video out. Like I won't sleep until it's done.
Yeah, you're good at editing too, though, Simon.
Yeah, but most of my videos don't require any fancy editing. Like it's just, especially the vlogs. Like, people don't really care about my other shit. It's just my vlogs have started to do well. Like the average view for my vlogs is doing well now, but they're the easiest videos to film, so I'm glad. Like I just literally can edit them real quick, and narrating is probably the hardest part.
I just ran it. One of my buddies, Rod. None of my buddies know I even do this shit. Come on here. One of my good buddies from high school found my YouTube channel.
Oh shit!
Yeah. He's like, what the fuck? He like sent me a text. I was like, what? He's like, oh, I'm a sub now. I'm a subscriber. I'm like, you motherfucker. He was watching my live the other week. He's like, what the fuck? He's like, what's up with all the intros and all this shit? I was like, oh yeah, man, we go all out over here. Yeah.
I don't get me wrong. Like, I like to edit. I think it's cool. I find it fun. My computer it lags a lot. It really does. And I really do. I don't like the way it's really set up in here. I hate this fucking table back here. So it takes a lot of the joy to sit down and want to edit. I just hate this whole. I hate it. I really do.
I think that background looks good, man.
I think I could do a lot better. I think I can.
My problem is it's kind of dark down here in this bar. There's lights and shit, but it's like a dim lighted bar. So the lighting is not great down here. I got lights around that I use, but yeah, it's not great for videos. I'll tell you that when I make videos. That's why I haven't been making them much, because I don't really feel like I get like 50, 60 views unless it hits the algorithm. If it hits an algorithm, I'll get 1,200 views on something. If it doesn't, I'll get 40. You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah, it's weird how that shit works. Like sometimes I'll put like a Hot Wheels shirt on either channel or whatever. I try to space it out. If my main channel's seen already, when I do the garage, I'll make little short videos for the other channel, because some people may see the shorts and some just see whatever the video I make. So I space it out. But
I have some videos with 10,000 views, some with 5. I have numerous videos with 5,000 views, and I have a shit ton with 100. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't understand. Yeah, I just don't understand, man, how you get there.
The WAV files go up to 4.6 viewers doing a long form video every week. And it's now been a month since they posted. A lot of work that burns still out in editing. Yeah, man.
What's up, Rob Worse?
Yeah, man. What's up, man? Drop the link if you want to jump in. I have been hovering 300 for a long time, Kev. Me too. I'm not really dedicated to do anything, so it's tough to gain subs. Well,
I was looking the other week. I've been a member on YouTube for like 12 years now. How long have you been on?
Well, I've had YouTube for a long time, so I don't. I wish I could go and edit like when I really started. Like
I didn't post for the longest time either, but yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
It doesn't really count until you start posting videos.
Yeah, I think I started 16. I think I started at 16.
I don't know what. Let me see what my oldest video was.
Yeah, it had to be that time. What's up, Rob? He's jumping on. What's up, man?
My oldest video was, they're shitty because their camera quality sucks on them, but what's up, Rob?
Hey, my first video, it was just taking the camera and doing a flip through of Swamp Thing.
Yeah, my oldest video was 8 years ago.
Oh, really? Wow.
My first video on my personal YouTube channel was 17 years ago, throwing ping pong balls into a cup.
Oh, really?
It's a good one. So total fluke.
So wait,
I have one question for that first video that all of us have gotten or that have done. What's our view count right now at that first video?
View count? Let's see here.
View count. I'm curious.
Look. So my first video I deleted. It was one of those Meet Simple Simon videos, and fuck, it's embarrassing. So I deleted it. I didn't delete it. I archived it.
My first video was an RC car, and I got 458 views on it. Then my next video, I did a room tour of my room tour, Steelers Man Cave, and I got almost 9,000 views on that, and I was like, "Holy fuck!
I'm gonna be a YouTuber."
Then my next video got 1,600. I got 1,600 views on my next one after that. And then it went to 344, and then they start going to 100. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see my crappy ass first video. It was 7 years ago.
Let's share the screen, man. Let's do it.
Pop it up, Ron. Let's see this shit.
Look, my name, right? Justin Rican in his comics. I don't know if y'all know, right? There was one time I slept over my friend's house. Of course, it was a night that we partied too much. and we had a little extra, and there was a commercial. This moving company was called. It was a white truck. It was two guys in a truck, and for some reason, my two friends are huge comic fans, and one of them passed away. So, miss you, Mark. Anyway, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start a channel, and they started laughing, right? And I was like, I'm gonna call it just because of the fucking truck. I said I'm gonna call it Just a Week in This Comics, right? They started laughing. So one day, my friend, I was at work. I posted a video and I just threw it on there. He came down at lunchtime and he said, "I saw your video." He started laughing, right?
Right.
But oh shit, hold on.
Yeah.
Oh,
share
man.
that shit on your screen.
All
Let's
right,
see
hold
this
on.
shit.
I should have put it on the second on the channel, but let me see.
Oh, you're not gonna share your screen and play it? Oh, that's your video.
Just showing. Damn it. Yeah.
I did that shit too, just showing books like that, showing the covers.
That's actually that's considered a short video.
Basically today.
Yeah, that's exactly what
But
it is.
what YouTube did, YouTube actually goes back. If you filmed a video like that and it qualifies for a short, YouTube actually now puts that as a short, which is actually interesting.
Oh, I used to do those shit. I used to do the same shit, Rod. I was like, oh, here's what I
Yeah.
picked up for the week. I just show the books and slide them.
Kick ass. That was a good book.
Oh, yeah, that was when I
Heavy
started.
metal stuff.
Metal was coming out.
That's when I started getting to Flash.
Who was the first live stream you guys were on with? The first
Oh,
time you
that
went
was
live?
Coast to Coast Comics with Jeffrey. That was the first one, and then I remember. Let me fix myself here. And then I was at work, and it was a Wednesday, and I caught Edwin. I was like, "Yo, we're going live." He goes, "What are you talking about?" I said, "We're going live." He said, "We're going live at 8." And he goes, "What? What?" I go, "We're doing a show right now. We're gonna call it Buyer Pass." And he goes, "What's it about?" I said, we're gonna look at the books may buy and the books that we're not gonna buy." And that was the second show. But that was just weird how it was just one random night, and then Perry jumped on, and the rest is history. That was good, man.
Did you go live by yourself, Rob, or did you go with somebody else on somebody else's channel?
Ooh, Rob or me?
Rob.
Oh.
Did you go live by yourself, Rob, or did you go with somebody else?
So first time I ever was trying to do everything, I didn't have StreamYard. I was just trying to do it through this through the YouTube app, and in doing so, for some reason my microphone just wasn't lining up with my lips, so I looked like a foreign film that I was dubbed. And like on my 6th attempt of trying to do a test, here's Perry watching me. So I go, oh, let's take a look and see what's going on here. So I do a present screen. So it's me watching Perry, watching me, watching Perry. It was one of his, what did he use to call
streams? One of his lurking?
Yeah, the lurking.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Did you go by yourself, Simon, or did you go with somebody else? Jump on somebody else?
I've never really done a lot of lives. My first live ever was when Sharon from Life with Two YouTube. So Sharon found me through Rod's shout out, and she became obsessed with my channel, right? So she was the first person to ever send me an AOK, and she was like, "Hey, I want to invite you on my live because I want to be the first person to get you live." I was like, "Yeah, cool." So that was super cool because I was focused on me. And then the next one, I got invited by Matt, the boy who had 7, who did this. He had like an international guest. So it was me, Matilda Gothica, Varangian Vigilante, and then
Thurston is me.
Who was the other one? It was the Scottish dude. I forget his name always. He's in Scotland. He doesn't really make content. He hasn't made content for years now.
Was his name Rutger?
No,
because I remember that guy, but he just dropped off the map. And again, so did I.
Comic Geek McD? Was that?
That's the guy. Yeah, that's the dude. Comic Geek.
I get him mixed up with someone else. Anyway, so it was about the comic books you've been reading, right? And I sat there because there was like 6 of us in this live stream, and I sat there and I didn't say a word. It was like a 3-hour stream up until the very end when it was Matt's like, "Oh, what have you read recently, Simon?" But I didn't say anything, mate, because that's why I always trip out. Anytime there's more than 4 people on stream, I kind of just fade into the background.
I know you said that before, but especially if there's like 10 on panel, you're just like, yo, I'm out later. See you.
I'm happy just hanging in the chat at that point.
The more the better. I don't care. I've done it.
It's fun. It's just like sometimes it gets hard when 5 people are trying to talk at the one time, and I'm just like, oh, it's hurting my head.
And when they're all talking
I didn't go live by myself. I jumped on Jiggs' channel. I was watching him for a while, and I used to just pepper the chat. And one night, this was like 2 a.m. They're like, it was God Tank, CFAP, who was the guy that Z had that fight with? Metaphorical.
He had a fight with Metaphorical?
Yeah, don't you remember that over the auction? They had that auction fight. No. And God Tank. And they were just like, jump on. And I was fucking drunk, so I did, because I didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? So then after I jumped on there once, I'm like, oh, it wasn't that bad. So then I just kept jumping on. And they were the first person live I never went live by myself first. I jumped on his. I still don't go live that much, like 4 times a year I do it.
Yeah, I do it once every month or 2, maybe.
Yeah, I don't do it much. I don't like running a stream. I really
it's
don't.
Hard to, there was that one time when I had my collectible show and tell show. That was the only time I had like an organized weekly stream. But man, it's stressful to organize people to come on, man. Like I mean, how many times have I asked you, Chad, to be on it? And you're like, get stuff, Simon. I don't want to be on your fucking shit show.
No.
It's just hard, like, because I'll be like, I want Chad to be on this week with whoever. And then one person can do it, and Chad will, I can't this week. It's like, okay, cool. Then I got to find someone else. And then they can't do it. And then I got to find someone else. Next thing you know, I'm like, oh shit, I've got the streams tomorrow. I've only got 1 guest. And that's why Mad Spidey and Zars were always on, because they're my friends locally. And I'll be like, call them last minute in the 11th hour. Mad Spidey, I need you on.
No, that happened with Rod too. He asked me to be on Lame or Frame numerous times, and like I always was working. I'm like, I can't. Sorry, man, I can't. Like he asked me, and I'd be like, oh, I wish I could, but I don't know.
You got a crazy schedule. You
don't want to. That was with my old job too, but you hate to tell people you'll be there, and then all of a sudden you can't. But I've heard all hosts say that. Like people that run shows, they're like, that's main reason they stopped doing their shows is just because getting guests is a pain in the ass.
For me, I don't.
That's why I stopped doing it to begin with.
Because the guest thing?
I stopped doing YouTube at live shows for 2 full years because towards the end, it was just interviewing guests that I never had time to read their book, which is unfortunate because a lot of them were great people. Right. There was even one who is a very famous person now, Erica Schultz. When she was on our show, I was in trial. I didn't have enough time to read her stuff. And we wound up talking about kerning in type fonts. And at one point she's going, I wrote something and we're talking type fonts. And I just felt so bad for that. And in the last episode or 2, like even Lady Fantastic couldn't be coming on all the time. Miracle Man dropped out because of another person that was on our show. And at one point it was just me. I'm like, I don't want to do this every week.
Well, that's what Bub said, the same thing with that no faces that he did. He said it's just because he wanted to bring new guests on to keep it interesting, but he said like it was a fucking pain in the ass getting people to come on. Like it's hard.
This is
remember. Go ahead.
No, you go.
So do you remember the old comic gories? It used to be great at the very beginning because it was during the pandemic. So we all had time to do something on a Monday night. But as it progressed to like 2021, 2022, hey man, I gotta go to work.
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody else just had other things to do. They couldn't arrange guests, even that wound up being in the competition, kind of like how Matt, not Boy Who Had 7, but other Matt that was doing the kind of like debates, and he would have Sharon on. you wound up joining the military, similar to a boy who had 7 that wound up becoming a minister. So, I mean, everybody has their own lives, and we can't wind up lining people up every week expecting them to be there because everybody has their own shit to deal with.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
What's up,
What's up,
Boggs?
Boggs?
When you did
Tired
your own
as hell,
shows,
probably going to bed in the next 30 plus minutes. So I want to ask you guys, did your LCSs do Superman Day?
Not that I know of.
Superman Day is a made-up thing.
What's that?
That's you know what's so stupid? My LCS is doing their Superman Day tomorrow, and I go to them tonight because I'm with my buddy, and I said, and they're like, "Oh no, our Superman Day is tomorrow." I'm like, "Wait a minute," and they're like, "No, it's tomorrow."
Go ahead, Rob.
I'm like, I have to work tomorrow. So this is what I got. Let's see, where did I put that stupid stuff? Where did I put
For the
it?
first print, Rob?
Yeah.
What's that? Where is that stuff I got?
Here's
Oh,
the
very
first
nice.
page of Superman.
Yeah,
He,
no,
can't
I
ju-
was.
he can only
pissed.
jump 1/8 of a mile.
Where is that stuff?
What
I
a
got?
pussy.
Oh, this is the stuff I got.
I don't know. I was scouring the internet for Superman statues
So
today.
what I
See if
got
there's any
was-
sales, and there weren't.
Superman for all seasons. These were the only 2 they gave me. Superman for all seasons because they're doing it tomorrow. Of course, I'm working all day. Superman #1 special edition, the Grant Morrison Frank Quietly. I'm like, I wanted the one Rob has, but
It's better than a kick
Have
in
the
the dick.
Superman books.
yes.
Why is it doing that?
I'm not
Okay.
in the chair tonight, by the way. I'm about to shut off the light and shut off my camera again. Because I'm
I don't
going to
know,
bed in
Jig-
like 30 minutes.
Jiggs was saying that too, Rod, where you highlight somebody and it keeps kicking them back out.
No,
Yeah, I was clicking the
it's
chat
because-
and then it's just pulling up someone. Ooh,
Yeah,
nice.
if you pull up a
There you go.
comment, it will go back to the other person. But that's what I got. Oh,
Damn.
I did.
Oh,
I will show it
shit.
next week. Pick up a Batman slab. It's not a key, but I bought it, and I'll show it if Jiggs goes live next week, or Rod, or whoever. I will show it on there.
Sounds good. Sounds good, Vox. Did they write on that comic, Rob? They wrote on that.
Date stamp, but
Yeah.
instead it's that wax grease pencil.
Nice.
Still
You can
looks
take
good.
me off the big screen, Rob, or Rod. Sorry, I'm tired, as you can tell.
How delayed are you, Vox?
What?
No rusty staples, motherfuckers.
Oh.
Why am I on the big screen? So I'm confused.
You're not.
That's what I said. Are you lagging, Vox? Because you've been off the
Yeah.
big screen.
Yeah, you haven't been on big screen for like 2 minutes.
Kick me
Yeah.
out.
You want me to kick you out, Vox?
What's
Yeah,
up, Kate?
so come back in, otherwise you'll have 2 of them in stereo.
Hey, Rob, when you used to do your show, how far out from the day of your stream would you organize the guests?
Thank
Like,
you.
how long before the stream would you reach out to them and say, "Hey, can you do this?" For like a week or 2?
So if it was just me, I couldn't do that. I had somebody else. Their name was Ace. You might remember them. And they would reach out to all these people because they had connections within Vault Comics and IDW. And I didn't have those. I'm not a social person. I mean, I ran away from Instagram because too many goddamn people were trying to message me. So they would reach out to the creators and we'd have some like pretty big people occasionally. And I had 0 time to read their shit. So if you weren't like somebody that I really knew in advance,
Right.
I felt like a moron. So I came up with a series of questions to be able to ask them.
Okay, well, here's a good example. K-pop just came in here. She's interviewing creators all the time.
Now she is a pro. She's somebody that whenever they came to me going, hey, can you interview me? I'm like, there's actually somebody much better. And I stopped doing my show a year ago. We're back now, but all we're doing is like, I do a top 10 with my CLZ, and I have like a fucking ton of this stuff here. So top 5, bottom 5, that's what it is. And then we show books, and it's the usual stuff. It's show and tell, but for grown-ups.
So K-pop, you're like doing research on everybody here? You have the time to do this? I'm sure you probably don't either, because it sounds like it's hard.
She's in
hard to do it. Yeah, I don't know how you would do that all. Like that'd be hard.
I had people reach out, like I haven't been invited onto a live stream forever, but I remember like Gary B would be like, hey, Simon, can you do this show? And I was like, yeah, I'm actually free this weekend. And he'd be like, oh, no, I mean like 5 weeks away. I was like, you organize your fucking live streams 5 weeks in advance? That's insane. I never do that because in my head, I'm going to forget in 5 weeks. So,
yeah, you gotta be writing all that shit down. I don't know.
Ace would have sometimes things written out about 2 months in advance. Yeah, so they would keep communications because they would get pages and then they would show me and I would try and get that lined up. So at least I could show their shit, even if I didn't get a chance to read their stuff. But it would probably help to be more like there's another channel called Near Mint Condition. And when Ace went on to that show, they realized how much effort they put into reading all of their omnibuy. It's omnibuy, right? So they would read everything, make notes, they'd share it with one another before doing a show. It would be dozens of hours just to put together one show. And I just don't have that kind of time, man.
Yeah, she's booking three months out, she said.
That's out of control, man. How the hell are you supposed to know what you're doing in 3 months?
It's called Google Calendar.
No, I don't. I can't use calendar. I tried. I can't do it.
Yeah, I just do this shit when I have free time. I don't, I mean, I couldn't sit there and make a schedule. Oh, no way.
Can I
ask
a question real quick? Simon, I know you went to a con last week with the other Simon. Did you pick up anything good?
I just picked up a really expensive Warriors figurine.
Oh, yeah. I saw that. That was cool.
That was pretty much it. And then I got given some comic books as a gift. I got them right here. These are the books I picked up as gifts because I collect card covers. So one of the sellers here, one of the guys here, he has his own comic fair. He gave me these as like a late birthday present. There's nothing special. They've just got card themes on them. But this one's probably the best one. He gave me this one, a Danger Girl one. It's actually signed by Phil Noto as well, which was kind of cool.
Nice.
You know, there's Poison Ivy that just came out recently that has a card cover. I'll send you a picture of it tomorrow.
Really? Was it a prison one or what?
I'll send you a picture tomorrow. I'm too tired to do it right now. I'll remember, Simon.
All right.
Hi, Matt.
What's up, Matt?
Vog sound all jacked up, man.
You gone through that Vegemite yet, mate?
Yeah, he went through all this stuff.
He went through it all already. You gone through that Vegemite jar yet? Can you hear me?
I don't know.
Who?
Matt, you hear him? Are you froze? I think he's. Oh, he's not.
Can he hear us?
He must have us on mute.
Oh, we're talking to you. Yes.
Oh, we can't hear you, Matt.
Ooh.
I think he can't hear us.
We can't hear you either. I don't know. Come out and come back in, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, he can't hear me say that, though, can he?
Someone type it.
I got him in the private chat.
Type in the private chat.
Can you hear us? This is going to turn into an IT episode. Where's Tony?
Simon, I don't know if you saw E-Man and I were on Aussieverse last week.
Oh, yeah?
My microphone's acting up. That's what it is. There you go.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, Simon asked you about your Vegemite.
We can hear you now.
I still think.
I mean, you know what? To be honest, I didn't think the Vegemite was too bad.
Oh,
Did you finish the jar though?
Just don't put a lot on it. No, we still got some. But the everybody, luckily, I didn't try to get a big gob out with a spoon and spread it all over the toast. You know what I mean? Because I was warned not to do that. So. But Dr. Von Hoot was trying to trick me into doing it. Just get a big spoonful, Matt. He said, just get a big spoonful out and eat it. So, no.
Why? Is it that gross? Is it that gross, Simon?
It's just really salty and bitter. Some say bitter. Some people say bitter. I think it's salty. It's like really salty though. So like I used to do like spoonfuls of it on live streams all the time. But I really like it.
Yeah.
Have you sent some to Tony?
Is it like
no, I haven't sent him to Tony yet, actually. I don't think I sent him any Vegemite. I sent him chicken salt.
Matt's gotten some good stuff recently, by the way.
Yeah, I've got some.
Oh yeah,
I'm sending a package to the Grey Man next week.
I got some new headphones too.
I need to get a new mic. I need to get one of Simon's mic or one of Rob's mic.
I know. I was thinking about getting a new mic.
I'm using the mic on the laptop.
Yeah.
What do you use, Rob? Rod, what do you use for a mic?
This is a
Webcam
Blue Yeti
mic.
that. Rod. Gotcha.
Yeah, Rod. I just use it.
Just the webcam mic.
I use this thing. It's okay, but it's not great. Yeah.
That's the blue as well. That's the other model, blue.
Yeah. I want to get like one that you guys have too. I just haven't upgraded yet.
I mean, you can go with Blue Yeti, or you can go with Blue Snowball.
Yeah, I have the Snowball. What do you have? The Yeti?
This is the Yeti, and this is the Snowball.
Yeah, I have the Snowball. Yep. The Snowball is not a horrible mic, though. It really is.
It's decent as long as you're closer to it and it's facing the correct direction.
Yeah, your mic sound good.
I'm just using the mic on the laptop, so I got to get it extra. I bought one, but it has an XLR cord, and I didn't think before I bought it. So, and it had like a little soundboard that goes in it, and you can plug it in the computer, but I can't get it to work. So, I'm just going to get one that plugs directly into the computer.
Wait, did you check the settings because when you plug them in something new, you've got to change the settings in StreamYard.
Yeah, sometimes.
So even if I unplug mine now and plug it back in, I've got to go to the audio and change the settings.
Yeah, like you'd have to go into settings, you'd have to go into audio, you'd have to switch up mic to whatever different plugin you have, because otherwise you'll plug it in, and if you don't switch it inside StreamYard or whatever program you're using, it's still going to be using your internal audio.
Yeah.
I switched it. I did everything. I went through every like troubleshooting thing I could do, and it still wouldn't work. So
my mic has USB and I had a C port converter hub. Wow, nice.
And then I use the microphone on the webcam I bought, and it will like echo sometimes. So it's weird. I don't know what's going on with it.
I'm not a pro on OBS. I'm still trying to learn how to use the damn thing.
Do silent mission stuff.
What you got, Matt? You want to show off?
Sure, I'll show you. I got plenty of stuff. I got all the silent mission stuff they just brought out. They did like just all silence, just pictures like issue 21. That one's Beachhead. And then I got they did a facsimile for 21. And they got a bunch more coming out. And I got this one. I'm a G.I. Joe nerd.
That's cool.
And I got the other G.I. Joe series.
Yeah, I like G.I. Joe. One of my favorites right now.
Which I kind of like this series. I heard a rumor it's getting canceled, which would be I don't know if it goes to 10. So act like it was getting canceled, but I guess it's only going to 10. I got to go back and get 18 because I forgot to get it. And I don't know, if y'all pre-order stuff online, I pre-order, and I'll every now and then I forget.
Transformers so good.
Yeah, I want to read that.
Hey, y'all seen the trailer for Fantastic Four? The new one?
Yeah.
I did not see it yet.
No.
Bad things from some people, but I like it.
I want to know your thoughts.
I remember the 80s when we didn't have very many comic book movies, so any comic book movie I'm cool with.
Yeah.
Mostly, for the most part.
Good way to look at it, mate.
All right. Yeah, I have a question for you, Rod. So you're a Daredevil fan. What do you think of the Daredevil series on Disney Plus?
The latest episode, I enjoyed it a lot. I want to say I agree. K-pop, that was a nice Godzilla cover. That, and I have that book too, the Godzilla one.
I got some more too.
I was very disappointed of Nelson Ayala. I was very disappointed how that happened in a half an episode.
I know.
I mean, his whole speech was, he had his little moment. I like the Latin vibe they bring to it and the Puerto Rican culture. So I think that's all cool and dandy. I was very upset how he killed them and Foggy right away off the bat. I was just like, no damn way, But I'm still enjoying it. And Vanessa. She's
the show's
great.
good though. I mean, I like the show. I mean,
yeah, overall, I enjoy it.
You got the Punisher in there now too.
Yeah. My wife loves them. Oh my god!
That's the last episode. And them guys like, join us, Frank. We all idolize. He's like, y'all are a bunch of fucking clowns.
Yeah,
I like Geiger too.
Frank Castle was ready to saw everybody down if they came in. We're gonna saw.
I know,
them
right?
Yeah.
And I got some back issues.
Nice.
Are any of you guys watching The Last of Us too?
I watched the first episode.
I just saw. I started season 1. I'm on episode 2.
Oh shit!
Have they done? They've only done the first episode so far, right?
Yeah, I tried to watch it.
I had that one, man.
I have like a jailbroken thing, and it said episode 2 was there last night, and I went to watch it, and it said no, not till Sunday. I'm like, you fucker.
I gotta go pass out.
Look where the horse is.
All right, Rob. Have a good night, Rob.
Yeah, Rob. Have a good night.
Thanks for jumping on, brother.
I'm gonna head off as well, guys.
All right, Simon, my man.
Good to hang.
Hey, Simon, hold on. Let's give Simon a spotlight here.
All right.
Hold on, Simon. Let them know. Let the people know what you got going on, Simon.
Watch my video, because anytime I do a video that's not a vlog, no one watches it. So yesterday I got a box from Bub. So once a year I get a box from Bub of all the books I've bought on eBay from the US over the past 12 months. And I finally got that. So I unboxed that. Next week, my vlog next week you guys should check out, because I go to a shop here called Pop Culture, and it's like a statue museum. Like the crazy shit you'll never be able to afford, they've got it all there. And that's all I can think of. And I'm gonna bring back my collectible show and tell stream, and Rod is on the list. He's high up on the list to be a guest. So hopefully we can get that happening. Anyway,
let me know what day, what time. I don't even care, and I'll go across the pond for you, brother.
That's it, man. I need to have you on. All right, guys, have fun. See you, Chad.
All right, Matt. Simon, have a good one, brother.
Hey, guys.
I want to show you the Jonah Hex. Look where the horse's eyes are looking.
There we go.
Look where the horse is looking at. Jonah Hex.
I got those books.
Yeah. Well, kid, I love reading this. I love that. I thought I'd give it again, Ronan. And we got some Vampy from the 90s. It's got, I took them out of the poly bag because they needed to breathe. It's got like a cosplay card in the back. Then I got this one. And it's got like a Topps trading card I put in the back of it. And I got this Frank Cho Vampirella.
Sweet.
Wrap around.
That's nice.
And my buddy got me these gift. The history of the DC universe.
You know, I like some Vampirella covers. I just don't really own any. I own like 2, I think.
I got this Conan cover. I don't know why. For some reason, I just had to get this Conan cover. I don't know what it is.
I have one Vampy book, and never again is another type of style came to this house. I don't even know where's it at, to be honest.
That's Jack Kirby right there.
That's nice.
The old superpowers.
George Perez.
I'm back.
George Perez. George Perez.
I have an electric cover, and every time she sees it, she just goes, "Why do you still have this cover out?" I go, "That's my girl, you know it, and she's gonna stay there, ain't going nowhere." So whatever.
Who says that? Your wife?
Yeah. And I said, go watch Mark Wahlberg, or go watch that guy, Michael Strahan, whatever that guy is. The other, not Michael Strahan, but you know what I'm talking about.
And I heard Katie talking about the Godzilla, so I'll show her some more Godzilla I got.
K-pop. I thought Vampirella was like Spawn, where people just bought the covers, they never read the shit. But
By Dan Panosian.
I used to actually read my Spawn. I don't know. It was Gunslinger. I'd read Gunslinger. I didn't read regular Spawn, but Gunslinger I would.
Yeah, K-pop. Nightfall is awesome. This is called There Be Dragons, and then I got the version variant of that one. I got a version of the.
Oh, I like that cover there. That's nice.
That's sweet one. Yep.
I got that facsimile of the Alex Ross Godzilla Kingdom of Monsters foil, and then I got the foil Fantastic Four one.
Matt, do you have a LCS by you, or do you buy all this shit online?
Most of it's online. I got these at a local shop. It's not local. It's like the closest shop to me is like 40 miles away.
That's how I am. I used to have to drive 40 miles to go to the LCS.
And I got a couple others I'll show you that I was gifted. If I can find them. Oh, well, I haven't seen you in a while, so I'll show you these two.
Hey, I would like to see K-pop's collection of some Vampy stuff that she's been reading for decades. That would be pretty nice to see.
I just picked these up. They were still on the rack at cover price, and this book's like $100 now. I've been on the Mark Spears kick.
Oh, yeah. Did you buy that Comic Tom exclusive that he was selling on Whatnot?
No, that's too rich for my blood. Bruce, Kingdom of Nerds, Brucifer, he gifted me that one.
I like that.
Yeah, look at that. She got a little pet werewolf.
Yeah, that's cool.
And this is a Spawn one he did.
That's a cool ass cover.
And I've probably showed you these ones before, but I got that one signed by him. It's an exclusive to Nirvana Comics. It's like an homage to EC.
He's like the hottest thing anymore, isn't he, right now?
There's the fourth print for the first one. And then I like this one. It's got the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. I like that.
Then we got Dracula with his brides. And got some more Return of the Living Dead. It's like a 4-part series. So I've been getting all those just because I love the movie and I like his art. So that was one of my favorite movies as a kid. And then I got one more I'll show you. And I'll I'm probably boring y'all to death. I got this Spawn 362. And you can't see it, but it's signed by the artist.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Okay. Yeah, it was Monk. That's his name. He's like a new artist.
He's a nice guy.
He's all right. But I like a lot of people. Some people don't like. I don't know here lately I've run into people who don't like Todd McFarlane, but I grew up on him, so I kind of love his stuff.
Todd McFarlane's got some good stuff though.
He does. He makes so much money off his toys anymore. I don't think he cares. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Books anymore.
Yeah, dude, he does.
Just Spawn. He don't give a shit about anything else. Yeah.
He let other people take care of Spawn now. Sometimes he writes or does covers, but I got these. This is like a reprint of like the old Tales from Suspense or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm a big fan of the Lena Quigley, that girl played the punk rock chicken. Yeah.
That's a nice cover.
This one's a low grade copy, but it is still like the third appearance of Iron Fist. He's one of my favorite characters. That's why I got the name Heroes for Hire.
Yeah, K-pop. I didn't know you were that much of a Vampy fan. Okay.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I love Vampy. I like Spawn. I like all that stuff. And here's a Dotson cover.
The only Vampy fan that I really ever knew, Rod, was the Cantonese comic kid. That's the only.
Yeah.
He really would ever talked about Vampy, really. I'd see covers, but he was into it. Yeah.
That's George Perez. I kind of like Starfire too. And that's the old Stars and Tales. I like Kazar, stuff like that. And I got a Spider Woman.
Sweet.
I knew a guy that had the whole run of the old Vampirella, from was it Warren magazine? Like all of it, he had like every issue.
Okay, so I was mistaken then because I didn't realize Vampy fans read the shit because I thought that was like Spawn where people just were buying covers. Like most Spawn people I know don't read that shit; they just buy it.
Good stories in them. I mean,
because it's cheap and they're just like, we'll just grab it.
It's kind of like they say, I read it for the articles. Yeah, I read this for the articles.
So yeah, like Playboy, right?
Yep.
I used to get Playboy. My wife used to be like, "Your porno's here." I'm like, "That is not fucking porno." Yeah.
No,
she would get so annoyed. She'd get so annoyed. Your porno's here. I'm like, that's not fucking porno. Jesus. It's not like it was Hustler. It was goddamn Playboy. Yeah.
You should grab your phone and put it on like one of those. And go, this is porn.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. Oh, and look what I just got in my hand here. Let me show you real quick here.
I'm not going to lie, but the covers are a reason I do. One of the reasons I buy them. I'm not going to lie.
That's Jim Lee's signature.
That's the one.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Hell, his looks a lot different than mine. It was nicer.
I gotta put this in a new bag and board.
Yeah, look at that. That shit. He just like, is that scribble? That's when you know you're big time. You just go like this.
Yeah, you just like that.
Yeah, just do a couple squiggles, make a couple M's. Yeah. I mean, at least he used to. The J was a lot more pronounced on yours than mine.
Spears and Liefeld just like print their names, don't they? Usually, I've noticed.
I don't know. I don't even know who's your best autograph. Who do you think does it? I used to love the Clayton Crane autographs. I thought he did a real nice one because he would do that Infinity signature and shit. But you paid like $40 for that.
Ed McInness got a nice signature. Let me find my. Let me take my stuff off big here. Let me see.
I mean, I like it when you can actually read the goddamn signature.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Frank Miller's looks like a penis.
I don't even know. Is Playboy even made anymore? Did they still make Playboy magazine or not? Or is that online only?
Yeah, online only. But I heard they quit showing like centerfolds and stuff in it.
I don't know. They used to send me a coupon. I think it was like $10 for the year, and so I kept subscribing to it. And then eventually, once I had kids, I stopped. I was like, whatever.
Hey, Bruce.
They were good though, because it always gave you got the college football preview, you got the NFL preview, you got baseball. I used to read all that shit. Like I actually did read my Playboys. Yeah.
Well, actually, they had some interesting interviews in them. I mean, to be honest, and I was jokes, the dirty jokes.
I think my father-in-law
Good night, guys.
All right, Bob.
I think my father-in-law has like the Marilyn Monroe one.
Wow.
Is that still worth money? I don't know if it is or not.
I'm sure it is. Some of those go for big money, dude.
I mean, it's not graded or anything. But
they stopped.
He has them up in his attic.
Oh,
I'm like,
they
Joe,
were
you might
still
want to get
doing
that out. Send that shit in and get it graded.
Quick shout out to the chat. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you,
Did you
guys.
guys see the behind the scenes preview from Superman movie? They dropped it today. It's like 2 minutes. It's real cool.
Air Spider says I have a Crane ASM 1 Infinity signature on the way. Yeah, dude, that Infinity signature is nice. I think, what'd you pay for that? Or did somebody give it to you? Or did you pay for it? Because that shit, I know when Jiggs won, I think it was like $40 or $50 he was charging for that thing.
I was thinking today, we talked about this last time, so expensive comic books in our collection, how much we would pay for certain books. And I was just walking around before work, and I was thinking, damn, I still can't believe it. Daredevil 1 and Daredevil 2, I got them both for $250. And I just kept shaking my head. What a steal, man.
Yeah. Yeah, but I remember last time we talked, you said I won't spend more than like $50 for a book.
Yeah, and then I told my wife, I said, I gotta show you something. I need to get this. And she said, fine. She gave me the A-OK to do it. And I was like,
right.
I had to run it through her first. I was like, babe, I gotta ask you for a favor. You gotta. And as soon as I said comics, she about to have a heart attack. And I showed her how much each book is worth alone, just separate. She was like, she understood. I said, I'm never going to have this again. This is the only opportunity I have.
No, like, okay, so if you went to her and said, yo, I got like I want a $1,500 book, would she be like, you're crazy, Rod? You're not doing
would. Yeah.
Like I said the same thing. I said this the other week. I was like, fuck that. I can never spend that. And Jiggs is like, look at all the money you spend on other shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Like, I could have them fight. But here's the thing. Like, I don't know. I look at comics different. I mean, I like comics, but I'm like, if I buy a statue, it's an actual statue. Like, a comic's goddamn paper. I don't know, man. I have a hard time spending that much on paper. I just do.
But you see, like the stuff you have, like that's memorabilia stuff. You know, you can't compare that to comics. You know, that stuff is.
Yeah, man, my sports stuff, but then even like my statues and stuff. I don't know. Like, I just feel like it's something. Like, I don't know. I have a hard time spending that kind of money on paper. I just do.
Yeah, I want to get this Ultimate Spider issue 1, and it's for $40, and I'm like, and I see it because I want it, and I'm like, oh, I just want to save up my store credit, and then once I get $40, I'm going to buy it. But it's hard. It's hard. Yeah.
I mean, I see books where I'm like, oh, I wish I had that, but then I see the price. I'm like, I would never spend that. The book that I wanted the most, Star Wars #1. I mean, I know a lot of people have it, but I'm a big Star Wars guy, and that's like what I wanted more than anything. Like, so I don't really care. And I don't care what the grade is on it. Like, I have a 6.0. And I'm happy with that. It looks good. I'm like, I'm cool with that. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Too much money, man. Too much money.
What's your favorite book that you have, Matt? That you're cherished? What's your cherished book?
Probably. I gotta look back here. Hold on.
See, look, you got too many books when you got to look back. You should just know that shit, Matt. You got too many books when you got to think about it.
Captain America 110, because it's got that cover of the Hulk chasing Cap and Bucky. And it's Steranko. And then I guess ASM 301 also, because I just got it not long ago for a pretty good deal. And
is Steranko going to be at Heroes Con? You're going to Heroes Con, right?
Yeah, I hope he is.
You going to definitely meet him, get some SIGs from him?
Yeah, I mean, he's one of those guys like some of the older guys. You better get them while you can, because they're probably not going to be around much longer,
I mean, Do you have a budget you're taking there to Heroes Con? Do you have a budget that you're?
I'm thinking about $1,500 with me.
Damn. Yeah, that's good.
I probably shouldn't say that. Somebody probably try to club me over the head.
Yeah, I know.
Man, I gotta go to a con ASAP, man. I haven't been to one a couple of years already, man.
Captain America 117 and G.I. Joe #1 while I'm there, and probably Uncanny X-Men 141, 142, and 266, which is like they're pretty expensive books, but
I think I'm going to go to HersheyCon this year. Jiggs said he actually might come up this way, and he said he wants to just go to it. If he comes to HersheyCon, that's like an hour and a half for me. I'm going to HersheyCon. I got to go meet Jiggs in person. You know what I mean?
That'd be pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, him and I have talked on the phone. We text. I've been on his streams forever. I've known him for years. I got to go meet him. I don't. If he's coming up, I'm definitely going to go.
I like Jig, man. He's cool.
Hey, K-Pop, you ever been down to Orlando for a con? Just wondering.
I'd like to go to the one in Connecticut. What they call it? Terrificon? I hear it's pretty dope.
Well, then a while back, too, Bub said that he might come up to fucking HersheyCon. If he comes and Jiggs come, I'm definitely gone. Yeah.
Yeah. I met Bubs once. He sold me some comics. I met him in like halfway. We live in the same state.
He's a big motherfucker, isn't he?
Yeah.
Bubs? Yeah, man. He's a big boy, man.
Yeah, he's tall. People don't realize how big Bubs is. Big Bubs is like 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, I'm caught up to that. Yeah, that's a big boy, man.
He's taller than me. I'm 6'3".
Yeah. Yeah, he's a big guy. People are like, Bubs is like, I've had a lot of people that have talked shit on the internet, and then I meet him in person, and they're all like, oh, hey. He's like, I look down at because I'm like this to them. He's like, yeah, people. He said that, though. He's like, because, you know, Bubs, he likes confrontation a little bit. He said, oh, I've had a lot of people on the internet where I've had confrontations with, and I meet them in person, and everyone's always nice.
Yeah, he's probably a cool ass dude to hang out with, man. Just chilling, just
he's going to be my guest Tuesday on my conversation show.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw you're having him on. I have to work. I'm off till Tuesday. I don't work till Tuesday at 1. I have 4 days off in a row. So I haven't had 4 days off in a row in fucking almost 2 years.
Well, you be going live this weekend, right? Or later on tonight?
I think Don Dizzle. You remember Don Dizzle?
Why it sounds so familiar?
He was always with us on Jiggs' stream, but he hasn't been on a live in like 2 years. He bought some big statue, and he wants to show it off online. So we're talking about going live tomorrow. He wants to show it's a Thanos on throne statue. It's
okay.
Nice. So he wants to come back and show that statue, but I don't know. He works a lot now too. Like, he hasn't been on live in like 2 years, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'm doing anything tomorrow night. So yeah, should be able to do something.
I don't know if Agu's going to host it or if I'm going to host it. I don't know, but yeah, anybody can jump on if there's spots. I don't have premium. I don't know if Agu does.
He brought people to his show before, though. I think he's brought people to his show before.
Who?
Agu? Yeah.
Yeah.
He sends me the invite, and then I don't realize it after the fact that I'm laying down already.
He does that shit to me too. He'll send the invite and then he goes live instantly. I'm like, dude, I'm in fucking bed. I'm not getting the fuck up. Yeah.
Yeah. Every time I'm like, this dude's going live. That's why he doesn't jump on.
I hate fighting anybody. I don't want to fight anybody. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
I say that, and then I fucking have to fucking restrain people every day.
I knew where you was going, man. I knew where it was going.
Oh yeah, I'm like, I'm over this shit. Next thing you know, I'm rolling around the goddamn floor every fucking day.
God, man.
I said that the other day though. I'm like, I'm fucking getting too old for this shit. Jesus Christ. Like if you had to do it once in a while, but when you're doing this shit every day, you're like, God damn, I'm getting old for this.
Yo, I was watching the news, or it was either CNN or something, and they were showing that prison in El Salvador. The whole time, I couldn't stop laughing. I seen all these damn guards. And I couldn't say, there goes Chad.
Yeah.
Get down.
Yeah. Listen, when I worked at the men's, that was different. It was a little better in a sense because you could go get on the fucking ground and then you just fucking spray people. You can't. Where I work now, you can't do that. But yeah, the other place, like it was game on. You could do whatever the fuck you wanted. Yeah, there, not anymore. Like it's different now. Yeah.
Yeah, Air Spider. Where I grew up, you were fighting. Yeah, we spoke Air Spider. Yes, sir. I'm not trying to talk tough. Just the way it is. Just the way it was. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir.
Real hard knocks.
Yeah. Air Spider, cool dude, man. Cool dude right there. Spoke on the phone. Just randomly one time. We were on the phone for.
I was thinking when you said that, though, I'm getting over this shit. You sound like Danny Glover in Lethal Weapon. So I'm getting too old for this shit.
You know what's great now? I wrestled I had 14 or 15 years of of wrestling, like from grade school up through high school. Wrestling means a lot in a street fight.
Yeah.
You can wrestle, dude. Yeah. Most people cannot fight off their back. Like, I mean, you do run into people now that are like that train in like jiu-jitsu and shit that can, but yeah, most people cannot. If you take somebody down and drop them to their back, I still got a good double leg in me when I need to break it out. I can still hit a good double leg if I need to.
Yeah. I think if I'm on the ground, I think I could hold myself. If I'm on my back, I think I could. I got a good chance. I'm very confident.
You see it in UFC, especially in the early UFC, when a guy had a wrestling background and the other was a stand-up fighter, he always gave him fits. Or a jiu-jitsu guy, they couldn't deal with that.
Dude, my one buddy fought in the UFC for 7 years.
Oh, really?
He had his gym right in the town where I live in, Rod.
Uh-huh.
And he used to come in, like say to us, like, oh, come in and train. And those guys were always like, why don't you come train? I went, like, you go in there like once or twice. I'm like, fuck that. I'm too old for this shit. Like, he's in there fucking training for UFC fighters trying to knock the shit out of you. I'm like, nah. Listen, I'm not getting paid. He's getting paid fucking a couple $100,000. You know what I mean? I'm not getting paid for this shit. No thanks.
What's up, Say Swell? CS Swell?
What's up?
Welcome. Glad for being on the late night show. Welcome to the channel. I have one more fight to
stunners or shit.
Yeah, my buddy, he made like, what did he make? Like, I think he made like $3.2 million in his career because he would only ever get he beat Yushin Okami when Yushin Okami was number 2 in the world at 185, and then he lost his next fight. He would always do that. He would beat somebody really good, Rod, and then he would lose. Like when it meant, like when he would have a chance to earn a title fight, he would lose. Like he did it every time.
It's bad, man.
But he didn't piss his money away. He saved his money. He has a bunch of businesses in town here where I live.
Yeah,
he's got a food truck. Yeah, he's got a food truck and everything. What's that, Matt?
Those UFC fighters don't get paid as much as like the boxers do they? Like they park.
No, I mean he fought 10 years in the UFC. I think he made 3.2 million in 10 years, but that's still most people don't have that kind of money anyway.
Exactly. Yeah. That's a good chunk of money, man.
But I mean, you're getting guys like Conor McGregor and shit, they're getting paid a couple million per fight. Like one. But he had I think Tim had what do you have, like 2 or 3 knockouts of the night, where you get you get an extra $100,000 for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you guys watch wrestling?
I'll be watching it later on today.
I was I used to watch old school stuff.
I still
Yeah.
Why? Who's the big match? Who's the big matches? Is that
Cody Rhodes and John Cena are fighting? John Cena's a bad guy now. And
I don't know. He doesn't look good as a bad guy. I don't know.
You got a triple threat with Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk. I think that's one of the main events. Charlotte Flair's fighting. What's her name? Tiffany Stratton or something's her name.
Yeah, Charlotte sucks.
Yeah, I don't like her too much.
I'm with you, K-pop. Early 80s, 2000s. That was my shit. WWF, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I always get asked, why you watch wrestling? Why you watch wrestling? You know, with myself, right? You know, wife tells me this all the time. Like, all right, I stopped watching wrestling for a little bit during this era, right before Triple H took over. And now the product is a lot better. I have to agree. So I have to start watching it.
I got something to show you. There's me and the Razor Ramon.
Oh, the bad guy. Heck yeah.
Badass, man.
And then I got here's another one. Here's with me with fucking Jake Hager.
Damn right, yeah.
Yeah, he was in he did that thing where they were like him and Zeb Coulter. It was like We the People.
Don't be looking at my fat gut there. I was a little fat there, okay?
He was eating good, man.
Yeah, I was eating good then, okay? Yeah.
He was eating
I lost that shit since then, but yeah.
But, you know, wrestling, as much as you hate it, we grew up in it, you know? It's like,
you know what's funny, though? When they say their shit, they're like, Scott Hall, 6'7", 300, and listen, I'm like 6'5". He's not 6'7". I think I'm like a little taller than him, or the same height.
They always exaggerate, even like the Big Show. But I'll tell you what, I went and saw Raw a couple times, and I saw Big Show. I was like the third row. That dude is scary big. And Taker's the same way. They're huge.
Well, when I met Jack Swagger, I go like this. I met him and I took him gloves because that's when he started fighting MMA.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do you want to sign your name? And he goes like this to me. He goes, I never signed my name. So he signed Swagger on him because all his autographs, he always signed Jack Swagger. He didn't know how to sign, he never would sign Jake Hager. So he signed fucking Jack Swagger on him. All right, I'll take it.
K-pop brings it up real good. Back in a few years ago, but I like Triple A more. I like Triple A. Just wondering, did you watch Lucha Underground that was on Ray Network a few years back? Did you watch Lucha Underground? How about you, Matt?
I used to watch it, but they had I remember what's his name was John Morrison in WWE was on there sometimes, and they had
Prince Puma was Ricochet.
Yeah, Prince Puma, and what was that guy, Blue Devil or something they called him, something like that. I can't remember, but yeah, I watched Triple A, and
that was some of the best wrestling, man. That was so good.
Yeah. Have you ever watched some of the old Triple A videos when Rey Mysterio and Conan and all those guys were down there? That's pretty cool,
dude. That's good wrestling, man. That's why New Japan wrestling is. Of course, you got WWE is going to be number one, okay. And New Japan, I'm a fan of New Japan wrestling, and I like just listening to the Japanese announcing. I don't need to understand it. It just sounds better when you're watching it.
And those guys are stiff as hell. They're actually hitting each other most of the time.
Well, I remember in the 90s,
baby,
when a lot of those guys from WWF went over, like when Scott Hall and Nash went over to WCW, they really promoted like luchadors or whatever on WCW back in the 90s.
The light heavyweights.
Yeah, remember, like that's when Rey Mysterio was over there.
Yeah.
Then he was WCW, and then they had all those other
Juventud Guerrero.
Yeah, Juventud and all those guys. Yeah, there was a bunch of them.
Parka. Well, there's a lot of talent. There's a lot of wrestlers from America back in the 80s and 90s that were more popular in Japan than they were over here, like Stan Hansen and the guys like that. They were like gods over there in Japan, man.
Well, I know Tony Atlas is going to be at the Hershey Con. I've met him a couple times now, Tony Atlas. He's still jacked for an old man. He's still fucking jacked. He's got fucking arms on him, man.
He seems like a nice guy, man.
He is. Here's the problem, though, Rod. Here's the problem, okay? Tony Atlas draws.
I've seen. Didn't he mention that in on the WWE show?
I'm sure he did because
in the house.
When you go to his fucking booth, he fucking tries to sell you his artwork, and it's fucking annoying.
Yeah, see, I figured.
Rod, he puts the heat on you, man. Like you're like, oh, I just want to get a picture, and then he fucking puts the press on you, man, to buy his artwork. Oh, it's bad.
Hey,
I'm good, Tony, and he's like, oh yeah, I'll give you a hell of a deal. And he like tries to sell you all his original artwork. He's not a bad artist, but I just don't really want an original Tony Atlas. Yeah, I just want to get a picture from for wrestling. You know what I mean? I don't care about the artwork.
Jerry the King Lawler is a good artist too.
Is he?
And a couple of our wrote comic books like Raven. You remember Raven?
Yeah.
He wrote some issues of Amazing Spider-Man, and CM Punk wrote like a comic called Drax of the Warriors. Yep.
Oh shit! I didn't see CM Punk did one too. Yeah.
He's a big comic book nerd. He loves comics.
Yes, he does. I love the Cobra logo on his arm, though, on his shoulder. The Cobra.
I like that one, but I don't like the Pepsi logo on the other fucking.
There's a reason to the Pepsi, though. I think it was a part of a wrestling group or something.
Yeah,
I asked my friend years ago. I think it's based on a wrestling. Like when
they interviewed on ESPN the other day, and he said, "I don't even know why I got that." He said, "I haven't drank Pepsi in 10 years. I quit drinking."
Based on a wrestling name or something.
Well, he used to call his moves when he was in Ring of Honor. One of his moves was called the Pepsi Plunge, like that slogan they used to have in the ad.
Yeah, he didn't do too well in MMA, did he? He got his ass kicked.
Hey, I give him props for trying, though.
I know Logan Paul. I know Logan Paul said he'd like to try MMA. I think he'd be all right, though.
There's probably a lot of people that would like to get their hands on it.
Yeah, but he's got. I mean, I don't know. He's got a wrestling background. I don't know. I mean, like a regular amateur wrestling background. I don't know. That's the problem, though. You have to be so well versed anymore to be a UFC fighter because everyone's a fucking black belt on the ground. Like it's tough, man.
He'll get knocked out. He's not built for that.
Yeah. If you don't have a ground game, you're not going to last long.
That's what happened with my buddy a lot. He was a great wrestler and he had heavy hands, but he got fucking submitted a lot. Because
one thing I like about Logan is he took to wrestling WWE like a duck of water, though. He's pretty good at it for somebody that's not been doing it that long. So, I mean, I guess he could learn if he's good at learning, picking up how to do all that stuff, which I know it's fake fight, but still, you have to be pretty athletic to do that stuff.
You know what's weird, though? My buddy was a 4-time state champion in high school in wrestling. Then he went to college. He wrestled D1 college. He was just a tough guy that could fight. But there's not many people that can just I think I'm going to try this shit. And he started in the IFL and he fucking fought Vladimir Matyshenko, which was he was a UFC fighter and he went the distance with him on his first fight. And then UFC gave him a deal. Then he knocked that guy out in his first fight. So that's how he ended up getting deals. But I'm like, he's just a tough guy, though. Not everyone's that tough. You know what I mean? One time they even smoking weed. Yeah. It happens. It happens. It happens, Air Spider.
Oh, my God, man.
I was the runner-up several times.
That was good, man. All right, gentlemen. I think I'm going to call it a night. Boy, damn it. Look at that. It's about to be 3 a.m.
Oh shit! Isn't that late?
It's 3 a.m. Perfect.
3 a.m.
Damn, we went for a while, man. I don't know.
In about 20 seconds, will be 2 hours and a half. So that wasn't bad. Man.
Yeah, I didn't realize we were going that long. Damn.
Yeah, I should have never drunk the Red Bull, but I would have tried to get some rest. The wife will be home in about 4 hours. So I'm gonna get out of here, guys. And let the people know, chat, what you got going on. Tell them where you at your subs. Tell them all the heat you bring to your channel and why they don't have the notification bell on, all right? Because if you don't do it, I'm going to have to take control over it. I'm going to have to bring you on the show. I'm going to bring back the shout-out show. We're going to get you to 1K. All right, there you go. You go ahead, man. See, I got in my zone, man.
I don't know, Ron. Evidently, these people fucking got hit in the head. They aren't subbing up. I don't know what's going on with them, okay? So I got a statue to give away at 1,000. So I got a ways to go yet, people. But please, if you're watching this, sub up. I'm going to give a free statue away, a nice statue. So other than that, I have a couple videos. I was supposed to shoot one today, but I didn't. So hopefully this weekend. And that's it for me, man.
All right. Matt, what you got, man? Let the people know.
Okay, well, I've only got 355 subscribers. I mean, it's kind of plateaued off, you know how it goes. But my view hours are up and everything, and my watch time's pretty good. But anyway, I got several shows I do. I'm pretty busy most of the time. I got a show on Sunday where we talk about the new comic book day previews and the trending comics of the week, and do a little thing called out of context panels where you take a single panel and you can take it out of context. Usually it's an Archie comic because you can take a lot of Archie comics out of context. And then I do a show on Monday where we talk about movies. We review a B movie. It's called Bad Cinema. And this Monday we're going to be reviewing the David Carradine movie called Death Race 2000. Roger Corman film. And last week we did a tribute to Val Kilmer, if anybody wants to watch that, because not that he does bad movies, but I'm just a movie fan, and he was one of my favorite actors. And we had one on American Ninja that did pretty good. And then Tuesday I have a show where I interview people, and this week my guest will be Bub's World. And then I do claim sales on Friday with a bunch of people. We call it the YouTube Comic Book Underground, because we're kind of like low subscribers, so we're kind of like in the YouTube comic community underground as we speak. And then Thursday I have a hangout show at 7 o'clock to whenever. Last time we went 5 hours, so you never know how long we're going to stay on there. One time it was 7 hours, one time it was 8 hours. You can see me on a lot of shows. I get on Comic Vet Show and Mad Spidey's Outback on Saturdays, and so I'm all over the place making moves. I'm just having fun doing it. I like being on here and talking to people about comic books, movies, and anything, sports, whatever. It's just a good way to reach out, and I can talk to people that come from my own home. So there you go.
There you go. That's my man Matt right there. All right. Thanks for everyone in the chat for hanging out with us today. Whoa, wait! I can't leave now, man. I can't leave. And he knew it, because we got here. We can't have a show without Mr. Spider-Man himself. What's up, Matt Spidey?
I literally just woke up from an afternoon nap. I saw you guys were on. I didn't know what was going on. I thought I'll jump in quickly, and then I saw Matt doing a wrap up, and I'm like, I'll just say a quick hello, and then you can end it. You can just end it. It's fine.
Yo. Let the people know what you got going on later on tonight, Spidey. Just in case you don't know who Spidey is, he's going to tell you a thing or two. All right? Spidey, let the people know what you got going on later on tonight.
As I said, I literally just woke up. Spidey's Outback, of course. Well, for me, it's tomorrow. For you guys, it's later tonight, I think. So all can join. The link does not go in the public chat. It goes via Instagram. So if you want to jump on, you're more than welcome to hit me up. I send it out. Goes through a few, group chats. I sent it through a few private guys and stuff like that. So anybody's welcome to join as long as there's a spot. And I have next week off, so who knows what kind of content I'll be doing next week. Maybe a video every night, or maybe nothing at all.
Hey. But they're gonna know because they're gonna have the notification bell on, not just for you, but they're gonna have it on these fine gentlemen right here. Because right now, Fish Cat Chad is gonna hit the 1,000 subs within weeks, guys. It's gonna happen. So, and make sure you go check out these fine gentlemen. I'm your boy Rod. You know where to find me at. I'll see you guys next Wednesday. We'll talk about new comic books. All right, I'm out of here. Be safe. Enjoy your weekend. Peace.
Later, gentlemen.